TV3's Game of the Week, Connersville and Rushville in high school football. From Rushville, the Lions and the Spartans, the Game of the Week on TV3. Hi everybody from the Henshaw Field in Rushville. Welcome to TV3's coverage of the high school football game between the Connersville Spartans and Rushville Lions. While the Spartans have 2 wins and 2 losses in 4 games, this Rushville team has lost its first 4 games. Ron Wally, this is Fran Schomel thanking you for joining us on TV3. And Ron, when these 2 teams get together, it doesn't matter what kind of a record it is.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, I tell you what, this is the War on 44 for a reason. Both teams come out with guns a-blazing, and a couple years ago we were on this field and we had a big lead, and we both were looking for our first victory.
Yes.
And Rushville eked it out at the very end, coming back from I think 21 down to beat us. So hopefully, that won't happen again. Again, we've won on the road both of our victories, and this game is on the road.
The line losses have been to Milan 52-27, to Newcastle 43-26, to Franklin County 40-19, and last week to Batesville 55-28. The Spartans opened the season winning at Richmond in overtime 22-16, then lost to Franklin County 63-13 and Greensburg 24-20 before winning last week over South Dearborn 27-18. Rushville on average scores 25 points a game. The Spartans' offensive average is 20.5. The Lions allow an average of 47.5 points a game. The Spartans' defense is better. It's 30.3 points a game. That's the difference, Ron.
Yeah, right there. That definitely is a difference. Rushville obviously scores more, but we give up less. So, somebody's got to give tonight. Again, Rushville's going to come out full blast. They want their first victory, especially it's homecoming for them. They're hungry.
Connersville last defeated Rushville in football in 2012. That score was 34-27. And since then, in 2013, the Lions won 19-0. In 2014, it was a 28-25 score. The score in 2015 was 41-40. That's the one we'd like to forget, Ron.
Yeah, definitely. That was our first away game we ever did, and we thought we were walking out of the victory, but no, Rushville stole that one.
And last year at Connersville, the final was Rushville 20 and the Spartans 14. So this is a winnable game for the Spartans.
Oh, definitely a winnable game for the Spartans. Again, want to try to get a winning streak going. Have their first 2 games on the road. Have had 2 games at home, didn't do so well. Improved a little bit, but still, again, the Spartans, very good play away from Spartan Field. Got to go back home next week with a victory here in Rushville.
As you mentioned, the Spartans, 1 loss to Greensburg. One of the losses was to Greensburg. That game, Spartans were headed for a win.
Yeah, well, they were headed for a win. Got a touchdown with like a minute 16 to go, or somewhere around in that neighborhood. But as you mentioned last week, it was maybe they scored a little bit too early because Greensburg came back and put it in the end zone, and they walked away with the victory.
The head coaches are Scott McKinley here for Rushville. This is his 4th year. His record is 9 wins and 27 losses. And the Spartans coach is Adam Kelly. His record is 18 wins and 37 losses. This is his 6th year as head of the football program at CHS. The officials for tonight's game are Doug Price, Mark Widoff, Larry Hoff, Wayne Piney, and Bill Wilson. This field here at Rushville runs north and south, and there is a very light cross-field winds, so it will not be a problem.
Oh, no, this is a perfect game for football.
Perfect night.
Perfect
yes,
night.
It is.
Absolutely.
Perfect it is.
Yeah.
Nice crowd here for both schools. Next week, the Spartans will be home to take on Indianapolis Broad Ripple, the Rockets, in their final season, as that school will be closing after this year. So it'll be goodbye to Broad Ripple a week from tonight at Connersville.
Yeah, and if we have a victory tonight, Broad Ripple we've handled, in the past before, so it would be nice to have them on a schedule, especially if we walk out of here with a victory to get home and we again don't want to think too far ahead, Fran. We want to worry about
Yes,
this game right here.
That's right.
Because again, this is the war on 44.
The war on 44. I guess that means that both cities have State Road 44 running through them.
Yep,
I think that's where the name
I
came
think
from.
That may be where it came from. Yeah.
I hope. I don't
came
know
on
what else.
44 to get here. Yeah, yeah. So.
And there's a trophy that the winning school will be given, so it's time for it to return to Connersville.
That's right. We need it back in Connersville. We haven't had it there in 5 years, so we're ready to host that trophy. But it could be the Battle of the Vills.
This is true.
At Connersville and Rushville,
Well, it should be an interesting battle. I know, as you pointed out, Rushville is very hungry because they have lost 4 straight ball games.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they are ready for the Spartans tonight. But Connersville has played well.
They have. They played well away from Spartan Field.
Yes.
I mean, they beat Richmond when they were down 16-0 at half. Came back and wore down Richmond. I mean, just wore them down, forced overtime, won in overtime, took one play. Came back excited against Franklin County. That didn't go so well. We got blown out by 50. Next game against Greensburg. Again, we're really doing too much, but again, stayed in the ball game, gave ourselves opportunity to win with about 1:16 to go. Lost it at the last minute. Shelbyville last week, great game. We performed very well. So again, it's the ebbs and flows of Connersville football. Hopefully, we start flowing in the right direction tonight from last week's win.
We mentioned that the Spartans will be playing Broad Ripple of Indianapolis next week, and that school will be closing, and Jennings County will be replacing Broad Ripple on the football schedule, and Jennings County is actually North Vernon.
What's that?
North Vernon is.
Oh, North Vernon, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that should be they have a good program at North Vernon.
Well, their athletic program is nice
Yes.
there in North Vernon. So, expect a hard fought whenever we play them.
We're just minutes away from kickoff here tonight in Rushville. Again, it's TV3. Happy to bring you this game from Henshaw Field in Rushville, and we'll be back with the kickoff. But right now, let's take this timeout on the TV3 Game of the Week.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
boy found.
Welcome to the kickoff of tonight's game from Rushville on TV3, the Connersville Spartans and the Rushville Lions. The captains have just met in the middle of the field with the officials. The captains for the Spartans tonight, Shane McCain, number 58, James Handley, number 10, Donovan Foreman, number 12, and Nathaniel Flowers, number 44. For the Rushville Lions, their captains were Leland Joy, 53, Noah Jazel, 77, Jacob Axman's 25, and Andrew Miller, number 2. Here we go. It will be, the Spartans will be kicking off, I believe, Ron.
Yeah, we won the toss, but we deferred it, and now Rushville is going to start this ball game off with the ball, and we will get it to start the second half.
Dalton DuBois will put it down on the 40-yard line, get ready to kick off.
Yeah, we're going to miss Du Bois next year. That guy does everything.
That's right. He's a leading yard gainer for CHS. Is he one of the running backs for Connersville? Here we go. Nice one.
Yeah, that's a nice kick.
Almost taken at the goal line at about the 3.
That was one of his
Rushville
best kicks
boy
we've
brings
seen.
it in, and he's dropped at the 12-yard line. So that's where the Lions will be putting the ball in play.
Yeah, nice tackle there from
Yes, it
Braden
was.
Eggers there. Is that, got a little one-on-one. He was able to drop him as soon as he got him. Got to feel good about that one. Okay, that was a beautiful kick by. I haven't seen Du Bois with a leg like that all season long.
I watched him before the game practicing, and he was
Putting him out there?
hitting at 50 to 60 yards. Yes.
Oh, like it. This is one of the rare times when we've done the games of the week, Fran, where one of the things that was detriment to us was that the opposing team had great field position.
True. let's see if the defense can keep the Lions at their end of the field. Here's a rolling out is
speed.
the
Nice
quarterback.
blocking there.
Cuts down, gets up close to the 30. Nice pickup.
Yeah, good lead blocking there from the blockers, the wide receiver on the cornerback. You know, just gave enough room. You know, again, watch this blocking here from. They're maybe in a slight hold there on number 10, but nonetheless, no yellow came out. And
that was Drew Weir, number 5. He's a senior here at Rushville, a 5'10".
you know, that's a very nice play for Rushville to start this ball game to get that first down.
Yeah, it was a big pickup by the Lions. So
Yep.
they're near the 30. We'll put it at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, put it right at
Their
the
own
30.
First and 10. Man in motion.
You know, look at that
The
blocking.
handoff to the far side. The guy getting loose up to the 40, 43, 44-yard line before he's brought down on the far sideline.
Yeah, again, look at the blocking right there. You know, we got to remember Rushville scored 4 or 5 touchdowns against Franklin County when they played. So, you know, they're capable of scoring, and that was perfect blocking.
Grant Hill carried the ball for the Lions.
Yeah, he's got some speed, but again, you know,
Yes,
it was
he
nice
has.
blocking there.
Another first and 10 for Rushville. It's at the 41-yard line is where the official spotted.
You know, don't want to be giving up 10, 12-yard plays each time. It's going to be a long night if you're doing that.
Yeah, the Spartan defense has to tighten up here. Here's
Yeah.
a play into the middle of the line, and nobody was fooled that time. The Spartans pushing back to around the 39.
Yeah, they weren't fooled at all. It looked like there was going to be a blitz as the linebackers went up to the line, and you know, they snuffed him for no gain. It looks like they may have. I don't know if that marker's. I didn't think they gave him a gain, but looks like the marker is right of the.
Right, yeah, they're right around where the
Yeah.
play started, so we'll call
Yeah,
it no
that's
gain on
good.
the
Yeah, we
play.
want that compared to the 12-yard gains that they
That's
had
right,
before.
we'll take that anytime. Well, they tried the middle of the line of Connersville. They went nowhere, so now they'll come wide to the near side. Guy getting loose. Spartans finally grab him down, and the ball carrier for the Lions was number 9.
You know, again, follow your blockers right here. You got the lead blocker there, number 25, and he's just out there. And you know, again, that's what you do. You open up a little bit of a lane, just enough to go, and watch him move his legs here, Fran. You're grabbing him by his. That's not doing anything, but when you finally grab his legs, you're grabbing him by his shirt. Doesn't bring him down. You got to
drag him down, slowed him down.
Yeah.
Teammate came in and dropped him.
Yeah, but he gained about 3 yards with his legs.
In Connersville territory. The 47. Man coming wide to the near side, gets to the 40-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Nice stop by the Spartans, number 5, Alec Atkins.
Yeah, again, look at this blocking right here. Again, looks like a hold right there. I mean, you can't wrap your arm around a guy like that. That definitely looks like a hold. Not sure why they didn't call that, but yeah, that was a clear hold, and it was not called.
It'll be at the 40-yard line, and the 2nd and 4 for Rushville. They're in Connersville territory.
Yeah, I mean, what they're doing is they're stretching out the defense, and again, you're following your blockers, and you know that's fundamental football.
There's a handoff to the far side. Number 1 gets free down to the 35-yard line. That's the 1st and 10 as Jordan Smith carried the ball for the Lions. He's a junior at 5'8".
It would have never guessed, Fran, that Rushville with this first drive that they've not won a ball
That's
game
right.
all season long.
I mean, they're really driving well. They started way deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and they're really putting on a clinic on how to run the ball, and you know they're going outside the guards and they're stretching it out.
The Spartans' 35-yard line, a 1st and 10. Quarterback takes the snap.
Yeah, there we go.
That is Mason Springman.
Right there.
Coming to the near side, gets free, stumbles around, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown for Rushville.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's not good fundamental tackling at all. They go, watch it. I mean, again, good blocking here from Rushville. as this number 9 guy. I mean, this guy has some jets. Cameron Craig, as he, again, watch all the black jerseys on the white jerseys right here, Fran. And, you know, again, he's got that little bit of a green. He's got some dirt, you know, not good tackling. Look, you go for the legs right there. He ran over our guy right there. And, again, going for, watch him trying to go for the top of the jersey. No, you need to go for the legs. And, you know, again, that's just pure power right there from Craig as Rushville's on the board.
Yes. Here's a point after try coming up for the Lions.
Yeah, might as well try for 2 with the way that they've been running the ball.
All right, a 2-point conversion attempt coming up here. The big pileup as they went through the middle.
Yeah, well, I can't believe they went through the middle. I mean, they've been successful going outside, going through the middle. I mean, they weren't successful the other time that they did it, and, you know, we were able to stop them there. But we got to figure out how to stop them when they stretch us out a little bit.
That's right.
We got to make good tackles. We're not making good tackles at all. Again, that one run where we grabbed the guy's shirt and his legs were still going. I mean, you got to try to wrap him up.
8 minutes and 32 seconds in the opening period here at Rushville, and the Lions score first, lead 6-0. The extra point try was missed. Spartans will be receiving the football for the first time. We'll see what they can do after we return here on the TV3 Game of the Week.
The Hope Center would love to partner with you. I'm always looking for people who believe in Hope's mission. 19 years later, our mission continues to be to provide physical, emotional, and spiritual support while empowering individuals and families to make life-affirming decisions. I would love to meet one-on-one with you to explain all of Hope's services. Any monthly gift given will bring hope to our community. Remember, hope can change everything.
Rushville tees it up on the 40-yard line, and as we mentioned before the break, the Spartans will be receiving the ball for the first time, and now they're down by a touchdown. Nice end-over-end kick. It'll be taken by the Spartans' number 31, and that is Jared Isaacs. Brings the ball field to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Jared, you know, again, really didn't have too much to work with, and you know, again, got past the 20. That's what we want.
They spotted it at the 24.
So we got about 14 yards on that. Spartans definitely, without question, Fran. We, you know, got to have a good series like Rushville when we have to answer back right away.
Yeah, if they don't, why?
We'll be down again.
That'll just give Rushville more confidence.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're brimming with confidence. And, again, it goes on both sides of the ball. As we
Keller flips out. It goes to Du Bois.
Look at the blocking.
It goes to the
Love
right
this.
side. Picks up some blockers. He breaks through and almost gets up to the midfield stripe. Nice run by Dalton Du Bois.
You know, again, watch this right here as we do a little misdirection and a reverse right here as it almost reversed our camera guys, but we got it. And again, look at the blocking right here, friend. That's something we didn't see in Spartan Field as we see some white jerseys here, again, led by the quarterback. You know, that's perfect for the Spartans. Way to answer back on that first play.
Ball spotted at the 47.5-yard line of Connorsville.
You know, I like that. We haven't seen a reverse, and I don't know.
A nice running.
Not this year.
Oh, nice pickup by Du Bois.
Yeah, that was very, very good.
Tight formation this time by the Spartans. Kelly up close to the center, calling out the signals. Hands off and plunging into the line of Rushville, getting across the 50 into Rushville territory. Donovan Foreman, number 12, carried for the Spartans.
Yeah, look at that. Foreman met right there, and he's just chugging along right there and got about 2 extra, maybe 2-3 yards extra. Again, you got to keep those legs moving, and Foreman did that and got us about 3 or 4 more yards.
Ball at the 48-yard line. Second down coming up for the Spartans. What, a 2nd and 6 run?
Yeah, about that.
Hand off to Donovan, goes into goes right and plunges into the line, gets across the 45-yard line. Well, that's where they're going to spot the ball. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2 for Connorsville.
Yeah, looks like, I tell you, or yeah, looks like it's going to be at the 44. Very, very. We got 2nd and 2. You know, not nice power running there from, or 3rd and 2. It's nice power running from Donovan.
Kelly hands off, and
he got the
I
first
think he
down.
got the first and 10
Yeah.
to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, again, that's power of football we're seeing right here. Of course, Rushville, when they marched down the field, it was that stretching it out a little bit. But we're going right down the heart of Rushville, and we may not have the 14, 15 yards, but you get 4 or 5 yards each time. That's what you want.
Spartans break from the huddle with a first and 10 at the Rushville 40-yard line. Here comes a play. Kelly,
there's a flag.
Loose football.
Yeah,
Flag is down.
Can't have those.
Rushville fans are excited because they've recovered the football, didn't they, Bob?
Yeah, they recovered the football. They're pretty happy about that. We got some flags, not sure exactly.
Yes, we'll see
it's going to be holding. Yeah, they
against
finally
the
call a
Spartans,
hold.
so it's declined. Yes, by Rushville. They want the football, and they have it at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, it just didn't look like they knew what they were exactly going to do with that, as the ball, again, was supposed to go to Foreman, and then, Kelly took it out. And again, can't have those mental mistakes right there, especially when you were driving so well.
First big mistake of the ball game committed by the Spartans. Lions take over. Here comes their play. And coming to the near side, getting loose, number 5. That's Weir. Finally, he stumbles and finally is dragged down and pushed out of bounds around the Connersville 30-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, that is an incredible run there from number 9 for the Spartans.
It's Cameron Craig. I misidentified him.
Well, I have.
Now they're calling a ball back. Penalty being called against Rushville.
Well, that's the first time that they've been called. I saw a few, but again, that's regardless of the fact that was called back for holding. That's some good. Looked like he face masked his own guy right there too.
Well, that's a break for Connersville.
Yeah, definitely a break. Yeah, definitely a break for Connersville. Again, we got to find a way to stop that play, stop going, outside the guards, and because when they're stretching us out, they're having their way with us.
Back to the 25-yard line it goes.
Yeah, like that.
First and 20 for.
Yeah.
Well, I had to check that sidelines to be sure I was seeing.
Yeah, I want to see where the ball's at too. Yeah, it looks like it's first and 20 something.
Be at the 25-yard line. Their own 25 is where the Lions are. They've been getting some terrific runs tonight.
Yeah, they have. Just fantastic.
Working the ball into the line of Connersville, and no gain. They may have lost again.
Yeah, it looks like they may have lost.
Unpile. Bottom man up for the
If they do, they're just giving right at the line. Yeah, they're going to give it right at the line. Didn't gain anything.
Nathaniel Flowers in on the tackle for Connersville, number 44.
We just have to, again, we stopped them. The play was designed to go out left, and we were able to stop them. We got to get, quick off the ball, and that's what they've been beating us at the line. They've been much quicker at the line than we have been.
Mason Springman is a quarterback for the Lions.
They're going to pass.
He rolls out.
And he's
being chased, and he finally throws it out of bounds as the Spartans had good defense on that play.
Yeah.
Number 23 was the guy that got free, Braden Schaefer, and he caused the Rushville guy all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, 51 as well for the Spartans. He, Jaden Murray, he got in there too.
Yes.
He's just a sophomore. We like to see that. And, again, not sure why they didn't call. That was, looked like he was stiff arming, but it looked like he may have grabbed his face mask a little bit. But they didn't call it.
Second down coming up for the Lions.
Now we got third and 20.
We'll be at the 25-yard line. Their own 25 is where Rushville's at. They're out in front 6-0 in this game.
We're thankful for that hold.
Yes. Here's a pass that will
he's
be
wide open. Oh man! Yeah, how do you miss that?
And then dropped.
Yeah, again, that wasn't the best pass. I mean, number 6 had to turn around a little bit, slow down. But when it's in your arms like that, you've got to catch that.
I think he heard footsteps.
Yeah. Well, it looked like he took his eye off the ball at the last minute. He saw the green. He knew he was gone, and he tried to do too much. But again, that's a break for us right there.
Yes.
That penalty and that miss right there, that kept us into this series.
This Springman guy, Ron in ball, has passed 65 times. Can you believe that?
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
A punt, the Connersville Spartans get it at their own 45-yard line and drive into Rushville territory, number 55 for the Connersville. Pretty nice return with Jason Beckman.
You know, I'm not quite sure why Rushville abandoned the way that they were running. It seemed like when they got that penalty, they kind of tried to stop, and then they had those couple pass plays, and that kind of just baffles me. I mean, we really didn't prove anything other than their penalties what stopped them.
Spartans good field position at the 38-yard line of Rushville.
Yeah, we have to take advantage of this, Fran. We got to get back to what we were doing before that fumble.
Connersville sends Dylan Weber wide to the far side. See if a pass is coming up or not from Kelly. Nope, he hands off to Donovan.
Yeah, he got nowhere. He may have lost the yard.
Foreman caught by a couple of guys in black and is dropped.
Oh, no, they gave him a couple yards. I thought he may have lost it.
I thought so, too. Yeah, going to spot it to 36.
Yeah, they gave him a couple yards on that.
So, what, a 2nd and 8 for Connersville? Back to Springman, he has completed 33 of 65 passes. Oh, so that's over half. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad for high school.
No.
You know, I mean, that's a lot of pass plays.
That's a lot of passing.
I don't think we've passed the ball
in 4
65
games.
times in 4 years.
Spartans go into the middle of that Rushville line and go nowhere.
You know, again, like to see a little bit more variety. That reverse to start the ball game was something that was nice to see. Again, we had a little, some success with Foreman.
Yes.
Up the middle, but these first couple plays here, now we're 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. You want to be, obviously 3rd and short. This is 3rd and long.
Yes, 3rd down coming up for the Spartans. They're in Rushville territory, but having a hard time moving the ball, advancing it. Here's over to number 15 for the Spartans, and a nice run by Skylar Hentz.
Yeah, very nice run. Again, a little bit misdirection. Just give Skylar enough time to get on outside as again, look, the blocking right there, had some blocking ahead to get that first down. That's what you need. That's
so the 25 of Rushville.
Give your running back an opportunity, and we have been so far tonight.
This is about where the Spartans were when they fumbled the ball.
Yep, we sure were.
Side formation. Nope, they spread one man wide to the far side. Here comes the play. Isn't going nowhere. 5 or 6 guys in black down the Spartan ball carrier. That was Foreman, number 12.
It's much easier to be able to stop whenever you're going down the middle all the time than it is to adjust when you're spreading it out like that. And again, we've been going down their throats a lot, and we haven't been as successful as we were that first series before the fumble.
Picked up a yard, so a 2nd down, 9 yards to go for Connersville. Coming to the near side for Connersville, number 30, Caleb Messer.
That's a nice hole.
Play goes to the opposite side into the line. Spartans move to the right, move the ball.
Again, look at this lane. You'll see it right here, 73. Nice block right there, giving Foreman just enough time to get through there. Again, you gain 6-7 yards right like that. That's what you want. Again, look how many guys it takes to bring him down, Fran.
3rd down and 3 for Connersville.
Got to convert, obviously. This is 4 down territory right here.
Here's a snap from center. Kelly hands off.
And get it.
Plunge up to the middle by Foreman, number 12.
Yeah, definitely 4th down territory right here. I don't think we have anybody with a leg that would be, 30. That would be about a 32-yard field goal. Yeah, as the boys comes off right here again, it's 4th and short right here.
Comes a call in from the sidelines. Now the Spartans are going to go for it, Ron.
Oh yeah, definitely going to go for it right here. I mean, you're this close, might as well go for it. That field goal, cuts in half, obviously, but you want to definitely score, and that's a nice.
Man gets free, he gets it.
Yeah, That was a beautiful. That was some burst of speed there from Foreman. I mean, he had that just split second for that lane before it closed up. As you see it right here, get nice work from the guys in the camera angle. Look at that. I mean, just that little bit of that lane right there, Fran, got enough to get that first down, and Foreman had to blast through it.
Foreman's second leading rusher for the Spartans. He has 385 yards rushing going into tonight's game. Here's
nice.
a handoff coming to the near side,
No
slipping
blockers.
a little bit and dropped.
You know, I like that idea, but there was no blockers. There was nobody leading Du Bois. He got the ball, and, you know, again, all he sees is a sea of black. You know.
Yeah, Dalton, as you said, didn't get any help on that play. The ball had spotted at the 15-yard line.
Again, not liking the way that guy tackled either. He went kind of high, too, aimed for the waist. Yeah, there was a penalty.
Adam Kelly's coming onto the field, and he's being ordered off by the official, though, I believe.
Yeah,
cautioned anyway.
I didn't see the flag, but there is a flag.
Yeah, there are flags down.
Holding against Connorsville, not good. Yeah, Rushville is. Yeah, Rushville, they'll decline it. That way puts them back a little bit more and takes it down away from them. Because they lost some good yards on that.
So, ball resting at the 15.
Yeah, that's a smart play right there to decline it, because now it's 2nd and 13. Otherwise, you'd have 1st and, you know what, 15.
Yes.
Or 20. That'd still be a first down and take away that additional down.
See if the Spartans can overcome that problem. So man in motion is Du Bois.
No
Takes
blocking.
the pitch out, cuts the
Oh, wow,
corner,
that's he made it himself.
That's around the 10-yard line, it appears. Let's see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, that was a very nice play from Dalton. Again, as he's coming around here, what concerned me is where the blockers at, and you'll see some of the Rushville lines right there. One shook off one of our blockers, and then he just saw that little bit of a gap between the defenders, and he, you know, went right through it. Nice vision there from Du Bois.
Ball at the 10-yard line as the Spartans. Kelly under the center, passes to the side, and I don't know what that was all about.
Well, he was going to, just in case it was a lateral, but it was a forward pass. And
Yes. 4th down coming up now for Connorsville.
yeah, definitely going to go for it right here. I mean, unless they have Du Bois. It looks like, well, yeah, we're going to go for the field goal. Be his 30-yard field goal. He's got the boot for this.
Yeah, it's a 4th and 6 or 7, so
Yeah,
Spartans will try for 3. Du Bois will
27-yard
kicker.
field goal. Yep.
It is
You got it.
good. I thought it
Yeah, I
was,
thought it went wide.
I did too.
I thought it went wide, but
Spartans put 3 points on the scoreboard here with just 8 seconds remaining in the opening period.
yeah, you had to score points on that. You know, right there, Fran, as Du Bois showed his leg on that and kicked the 27-yard field goal, get us on the board. You know, again, got to stop Rushville.
8 seconds to go, as we mentioned, in this first 12-minute quarter here at Rushville
It's gone by fast.
in Shaw Field. Rushville scored with Cameron Craig getting into the end zone with 8 minutes and 32 seconds left to play in the first period. Their 2-point conversion try was missed, so their score remained at 6-0 until 8 seconds. And the Spartans put on a field goal after their drive sort of sputtered and stopped, so they had to go for a field goal when it was long yardage to pick up a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Rushville very happy, very glad that they only gave up a field goal on that.
Oh yes, I'm sure they are.
You know, a costly penalty would, you know, put us back, and of course that pass play that didn't go anywhere. You know, one thing, again, the difference so far, Fran, is at the line, and you know, again, the battle at the line is what's won and lost our ball games.
Here's the kickoff, and it is grabbed by guy in black. There's a penalty down. The ball carrier's dropped at the 40-yard line. Penalty is thrown at the 30.
Could be an illegal block in the back, but not sure what they're going to call on that.
Time has expired on the clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not sure. I didn't see what he called. I'm
not sure
he got here, but it looked like
it's against Rush.
Yeah, pushing the back.
Against Rushville.
Yeah, I can't quite see where it was at. Yeah, legal block in the back there. They're going to probably take 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly.
Are conferring right now.
I know it's the end of the quarter, so they'll go back, to the other end. But yeah, I'm not sure what's quite taking so long, unless it's.
Well, it's still a meeting of the officials.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he was writing on his. Looks like he's looking for a football. Yeah. Do you remember where it's at? But, it should be at 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That should put him inside the 20.
Well, they put 12 minutes on the clock, so we're ready to begin the second,
we're ready to go.
Period. And
yeah.
Kind of a wild ending to the first quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see where the officials are, what we're going to end up with here.
Well, I didn't know they passed the ball amongst each other 4 or 5 times.
They're inside the 20. They're about at the 19-yard line is where the ball's going to be spotted finally.
Yeah, he's still wondering they're still looking around wondering what's going on. Yeah, here we go. Now they're starting the clock. Or at least I think they're supposed to start the clock. No, they started after the first play.
Okay, Lions will be at their own 19-yard line to begin this second period. There's a play on the far side. A guy chased out of bounds at about the.
Yeah, that is not a good play. I was wondering if they were going to call that as Adam. You can see Kelly. He's not a happy camper right there. But you can't have these personal fouls. I mean, there was no reason for that at all. Unbelievable.
Ball resting at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he gained 6 yards on that, and then all of a sudden, you push him out of bounds. So, again.
There's a walk-off now. 2, 3,
let's see exactly
4,
what happens
5,
here. Yeah, they're going to take 10.
7, 8, 9, 10,
11,
15. 12, 13,
so again, watch
14,
him go outside.
15.
And here, grab him by the shoe. Got him stopped right there.
Yes.
Another guy coming in. He's out of bounds. Definitely out of bounds. Let him go. And
break for the Lions. See if they can take advantage. They're on their own 40.
Seeing that makes me wonder. I mean, the guys were just
getting free and finally caught, but not before he gets into Connersville territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
A couple of boys, one from each team, kind of tangling a little bit, but they break it up quickly before the official.
That's speed right there, Fran. That's speed. Again, number 10 had to grab him by the jersey to grab it, or otherwise he'd had another 10, 15 yards right there. But again, that personal foul, seeing it on replay, it kind of looked like maybe, the momentum of our guys is what we fell down.
Jordan Smith wears number 1 for the Lions. He picked up that yardage. He's a 5A junior. Quarterback.
Oh boy,
hands
he cut
off.
back.
Guy getting 3 inside the 40-yard line. Pick up.
That's vision right there, Fran. As he kind of his lane closed up pretty quickly right here, and he had his blockers right there, but then kind of took a left and got to watch where you're grabbing him. I mean, you could get the number 44 there. Needs to watch where you're grabbing. Don't want to get a horse collar penalty.
That was Cameron Craig, who is one of the leading rushers for.
Yeah, that guy. He's all over it tonight, Fran.
He's hard to stop.
Yeah, he is. That guy. Wow.
A man wide to the near side for the Lions. Passing, no, he wasn't. He handed off. I thought Klingman was clearing out. Oh, nice defense by the Spartans.
Yeah, nice defense from the Spartans.
Dylan Roan was the Spartan that brought the ball carrier down.
You know, again, they're giving them nothing to work with right there, which is nice. You know, again, not able to open up any lanes, and the Spartans definitely took advantage of that. And, you know, a rare loss of yards for the Rushville Lions.
3rd and 4 for the Lions, just inside the Connersville 40. Man wide to the far side.
Almost,
yeah. Spartans almost jumped offside.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Another defense by the Spartans as they smothered the ball carrier.
Yeah, you know, again, Spartans right there was able to, again, watch them. Again, nice blocking, but, you know, number 58 right there. I mean, that was, he came out of nowhere and was able to disrupt Craig's momentum to give the Spartans enough, you know, time to get on him. That was Anthony McLean, number 58, who came out of nowhere. He's a junior.
Yeah.
And Rushville's going for it. And why not? They feel confident.
4th and 5 for the Lions at the 40-yard line of Connersville.
Be a big boost for the Spartans if we stop them here.
Well, if they can stop him, but Klingman will roll out for a pass.
Wide open,
being chased by the Spartans. He finally heaves one that it will
be.
Oh,
my goodness.
Wow. And a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pass. I mean, you got two guys right there. He threw it up.
Pressure all over him.
Yeah, that was a very good pass. I saw the guy open there. And, you know, again, the Spartans had nice pressure, but, you know, again, he had two guys that were open, and he threw it off his his back foot, and that was a nice pass right there. Again, look at the two Lions right there that he could have passed to. You know, you can't get beat by that when it's 4th and 4, and I was surprised that Rushville went to a pass play, considering how successful they were running, and that's what beat us.
We're going to try a point after try now. It'll be a kick this time. It's on its way, and good. Kicker is Andrew Miller for the Lions, and they go up by 13-3 score.
Yep, that was, you know, again, perfect play there from Rushville. Fooled me. I would have bet that they were going to run, and, you know, they just blow by our cornerbacks and safeties. And again, there was two Lions that was open right there. And, you know, he had his choice of who to pick, and it was a matter of just throwing that ball right to him, Fran, and he did, and they're up 10.
9 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the opening half here tonight at Rushville. Lions controlling his ball game, Ron.
Definitely controlling this ball game. Again, I would not bet coming into this game that Rushville had lost. They don't have a victory this season.
It's hard to believe
that
they have lost 4 straight ball games.
Yeah, I mean, I would not guess that at all. They're playing with all the fire, all the hunger.
Of course, I think when they play Connersville, they play extra
hard.
They
have to. they definitely. I mean, that's just that gets you up and gets you going.
That's right. I don't think the coach has to talk to him much.
No, not at all.
When they meet the Spartans.
Nope. You know, and hopefully it's the same thing for us, you know, that we definitely want to, you know, he's squid kicking that one.
Well, we need to play some smart football here.
Yeah, we definitely.
Pointed out, here's a ball taken by the Spartans, number 11, and he returns it. It's Caleb Weaver who returns the ball to the Spartans around 35-yard line is where they'll spot it, maybe the 30. The officials
we almost
walking
had a
around
block
for
in the back.
39. So
yeah, on that replay, it looked like it was almost a block in the back, but again, we didn't get it called. You know, again, the key play to that series from Rushville was that personal foul penalty that gave him 15 extra yards on that run by Craig.
Big walk-off. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's the second 15-yarder against the Spartans.
Yeah, we can't be having these you know, huge penalties. We just can't.
Ball to 39. Their own 39 is where the Spartans put the ball in play.
Yeah, not bad position.
Okay, we're getting loose for a pickup of about 5 or 6.
Yeah, it was a nice open field tackle there from the Rushville Lion again. You know, as you just got a little bit of a lane right there, but he grabbed around the hips as you should, and you know that negates shit. Anytime you grab around the hips or anything lower than that, you're not going to get too far.
They coming in from the sidelines. Spartans trying to get into that Rushville end zone here. We have 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, we definitely, without question, I mean, we get the ball.
Connersville down by 10.
Ooh, nice run.
Yeah, here's Foreman getting loose.
No,
he's leading the pack. He's
that's
headed
the boy.
for the
He's gone. Yep, he's
end
gone.
zone and
nice.
across the goal line, and the Spartans have their first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, you know, I was getting ready to say that's a 56-yard run there from Du Bois. I was getting ready to say that, you know, we definitely have to score. We get the ball, start the second half. But, you know, again, that you thought was Foreman because, I mean, Foreman, he's got the speed. But Du Bois saw that lane right there. Again, watch the blocking. And nice blocking there for the Spartans. Can't stress that enough, and he was gone. I mean,
Nice
he outlegged
run by
all
the
the Rushville
Spartans.
Lions. You know, that right there gets you a little shot in the arm and kind of pumps up the defense as well.
Here's a point after try. It'll be a kick.
From Du Bois, who scored it.
Of course.
That's almost unfair. The guy runs 56 yards and then has the kick.
That's the 10th point for the Spartans, as a point after try is good.
Yeah, now we just got to eliminate any defensive mistakes and stop Rushville.
Maybe that's the Spartans needed, Ron.
Yeah, oh, definitely we needed that. I mean, we needed a big play like that, and you know, we've had some nice runs, but again, you know, costly penalties have always thwarted it. A turnover, we had a fumble earlier in the ball game. That was a great run by Du Bois. He, you know, again, he used some speed on that. That was probably the fastest we've seen him.
Okay, the Lions will be receiving now.
Have to stop, you know, you can't stress that enough, Fran. Got to stop Rushville here on this.
They're up by 3 points.
Yeah. You know, I tell you what, that was, you know, I love plays like that with runs like that from Du Bois. I mean, again, that kid going to be definitely missed. You know.
Yes.
He's definitely going to be missed. He's one of those ball players that, you know, he does it all.
Ball placed at the 40-yard line for Du Bois to kick off to Rushville.
I'm not quite sure why it takes so long to get things going.
The short kick will be taken at the 25-yard line by a line, and he's caught by 2 Spartans and dropped at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, very, very, you know, nice, you know, gang tackle there from the Spartans. Got to get a little help, as the Beatles says, from your friends.
Well, they're going to spot it at the 29-yard line,
that's
where the Lions begin.
Again, big defensive series right here for the Spartans, huge.
They need to get the football back and get into the end zone again.
Well, you know, that last series, you know, we did, you know, that Rushville scored upon. I mean, there were some bright spots, but again, you know, Rushville always seemed like have the answers in this ball game so far.
Plunge into the line of the Spartans, pick up about 5, getting close to the 34 or 35-yard line.
Yeah, they may spot another at the 34.
2nd and 5 coming up after pickup of 5.
That's a hard-fought 5 right there, Fran.
Yeah, Springman comes into the near sidelines to pick up the play call from the coach. Now returns to the huddle, and his teammates line up. He's under center. Mason Springman is the quarterback. Here's the handoff, giving it to number 1. He's that track star, I think, Ron.
I think he is a track star, Fran. I mean, that kid, he has some jets, and
he gets up
he's
to
hard
the
to bring down.
49-yard line for another 1st and 10 by the Lions.
Now look at that vision right there. He's looking to see where the lane's going to open up. Great patience from him.
Yes.
Following his blocker, and he just, you know, again, watch him keep going. He's the little engine that could. He's chugging those legs. Even when the guy's on below him, he's still moving his legs. You know, that's textbook right there, Fran. Textbook.
For 1st and 10 for Rushville at their own 44-yard line is where it was spotted. Guy getting 3 and picking up some blockers on the hugging the far sideline. Finally dragged down, but not before he gets to the 20-yard line, which really excites the Rushville fans here tonight.
Well, I would be excited too.
These long runs.
Yeah. Well, again, watch this. You know, I've stressed this all night about blocking. Again, got 2 lead blockers right there at 71-25. You know, again, you know, just try to just slow him up right there, number 58. And again, watch this lead blocking down. We're about 10, 15 yards right there. You got a lead blocker down there.
I believe they called a penalty.
Flag?
I don't see it anywhere.
I didn't see it. Yeah,
I don't either,
see the flag, but nonetheless, we'll take that.
Rushville is backing up.
Yeah,
so
I see the flag in the corner of the.
Okay, the play's going to be called back.
And also, we got the flag over the second quarter. Nice graphics we got. here's the thing, Fran. Even though that was a flag, that was, holding, textbook by Rushville. Fundamentally, when you got a guy 20 yards down and he's blocking, that's what you want. Obviously, you don't want them to hold as Connersville takes their first timeout.
The ball will be spotted in Connersville territory at the 47.5-yard line.
Yeah, but still, it's first and 2?
Right.
So yes. Is it a from the spot of the foul? Is that where the hold?
Yes,
okay,
I think so.
Yeah, so they gained like 8-9 yards on that play.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that'll work.
Wow, unbelievable. I tell you what, it's nice to see. Wish we can run like that. Of course, the boy had his 58-yard run. He's faithful on the other side of the field.
The Spartans have to figure out a way to stop this number 1 because
and number 9.
Yes, they've had big gains tonight against the Spartans.
Yeah, they have.
And as you pointed out earlier, they're all sweeps. They don't go into the line.
No. When we were able to stop them at the line, but the thing that's impressive the most was the fact that they went on board for 4th and like 1 or 2, and they passed it for the touchdown. I mean, that's scary.
Yes.
If we can't stop the pass, if we can't stop the run, and then they throw a pass on what really by rights should be a running play, that's confidence in your whole all-around offense.
Play's about to be resumed here with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left first half. Rushville has the ball in Connersville territory.
Yeah, there's number 1.
Here's number 1 getting free almost.
Yeah,
Finally,
he fumbled.
Spartans catch him inside the 40-yard line.
It looks like he picked it up, but there was a fumble. Yeah, and there's some jawing going on between some of the players right there. Don't make a dumb penalty.
There's that number 1 again.
He's just
does the damage for the Lions.
Yeah, he's impressive. But right there is the fumble, and it just unfortunately went right back to him.
Lions pick up the 1st and 10. They're at Connersville's 37-yard line. Break from the huddle. Send one man wide to the far side. Here's the snap from center. Guy getting free. Ball carrier was Craig again.
Again, we've had very few times, Fran. Again, watch this right here as Craig comes in and looking for his blockers, but he sees none, and all he sees is white jerseys. Very rare as that happen. We got to make that a norm. We got to be able to win at the line, and we're not doing it right now.
No gain on the play. A 2nd and 10. That's Cameron Craig who carries. He has 500 yards rushing going into tonight's game, and he leads the Lions with 7 touchdowns on the season so far.
Yeah, I'm surprised he has only 500. He's got that about tonight on us.
Seems like it.
Yeah, he's had a couple long plays that have been called back.
Shotgun formation this time by Springman. Rolls out for a pass. Fires long and incomplete.
Yeah, that he was for the tight end. He was open there for a little bit, just threw it a little bit too late. Not a good pass.
Yes.
Yeah, but we have a flag.
Here we go again, huh, Ron?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see where it came from. That's a legal receiver downfield.
The yellow flags are flying tonight.
Yeah, that didn't see who was ineligible, but we'll take it.
Talking it over with the Spartans to see if they want to accept the penalty or not.
I would almost decline to give us 3rd and 10.
Yes, it'll be a 3rd and 10 if the Spartans decline.
Yeah.
No, they're going to accept it.
And that's not a bad idea. Here, Grady over here in the corner, that's not a bad idea to give a 2nd and 15. However, here's the thing that does. It just gives them 2 extra plays to get a first down.
Right.
But these guys, I tell you, they're impressive. To pass 2nd down like that. And
well, they're a passing and rushing team.
Their rushing's impressive tonight. That's why they're called Rushville, I guess.
I think this is the first time the Spartans have faced this kind of.
That's crazy.
Guy getting free, caught near the goal line.
What I saw there, Fran, by Cameron Craig was patience. Watch this on the replay as it comes up again. He gets the ball right here, Fran, and he's not at full speed because he's waiting for the play to develop, open up. He sees the hole right there. Boom, he takes off.
It's number 9.
And watch the
Craig
blocking
again.
down there. Watch the wide receiver blocking. They don't stop blocking until their guy goes past them. That's fundamental football. I tell you, again, I mean, Rushville, they just seem like they can do whatever they want against this Spartan defense.
Ball is at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Rushville.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't pass it into the end zone here. I mean,
Lions on the attack, and the ball is taken by Craig. Goes to his right and stopped short of the goal line.
maybe gained 1, 2 yards.
Not,
I can't quite tell.
I'm not sure either at the angle we're at, but it's near the line of scrimmage, I think, Ron.
Oh, I don't think he gained anything.
I'm not sure. Here's Springman coming to the near side again.
Now, looks like it is. Didn't gain anything, like maybe 5 to go.
Tight formation by he sent a man wide to the near side.
Yeah.
Here's the play.
Oh, it is going to be a
And Springman is rolling out for a pass. Going to be trapped behind the line of scrimmage, and the Spartans finally.
That's unbelievable. That guy caught it. No, it went out of bounds. I was going to say, it
He
looked like he
passes
caught it.
as he was
Yeah.
going down. The receiver jumped high, had it for a second in the end zone, and it fell out of his hands, and
Wow.
the Spartans get a break.
That's look at this scrambling right here, and he, sees his receiver in the back of the end zone, and wow, look at this. I mean, this kid just kept it going, and it looked like he may have been out of bounds.
Yeah.
He crossed the plane, but that would have been a fantastic catch.
Yes, it would have been.
But it wasn't. Got to remind of John Elway scrambling back there, or even going back farther with Franz Harkington.
3rd down and goal now for the Lions. Play is.
Yeah, but it's good
Well, I think the
defense.
Spartans defense.
Oh, well, he passed. That's unbelievable.
That guy was surrounded by Spartans, flipped the ball out to a teammate.
Yeah, only gained about a yard on that, as that could have been dangerous for the Spartans. But again, they.
That was Smith that took the ball. Smith, I mean.
Yeah, watch this right here. I mean, that. Number 1 sitting there, hand me the ball, and he did, and only gained about a yard. So again, a 4th down. Connersville has to stop him right here.
Well, that would be huge
it'd be
for the Spartans.
Yeah. Not sure if they're, it didn't look like they're going to bring any field goal. This would be a good opportunity for them to kick a field goal. And it looks, I'm not sure what
The coach.
Did he call it?
He's talking.
No, he's calling timeout.
He's going to call a
he called timeout
timeout.
right before
He had Springman over here on the sidelines.
Well, he's eating clock. He's eating the clock because, again, Connersville gets the ball coming out the second half.
Yes.
So he's, obviously he's not happy with these guys right there as the Spartans are clamping down defense. So he's figuring out what to do. Are we going to go ahead and go for it and be up 6? Give Connersville the ball with 3:30 to go with possibility, 3:33 to go with possibility of scoring, and then getting the ball back. So, big decision there for the
they're
Lion head coach.
ahead by 3 right now.
Yeah.
With 3:33 on the clock in the first half.
Yeah, again, it just seemed like Rushville was having their way with us until they got within the 5 after that big play from Craig, and our defense just clamped down on them.
Yes, it's really tightened up. Let's see, as
Yeah.
you pointed out, does it have one more stop?
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have to have a stop right here. So, again, still not have an idea of what they're going to do.
Timeout's over. Spartans back on the field. Rushville still huddling with their coach. Let's see what the decision will be.
I tell you, if Rushville scores right here, if they take it to the house and score on 4th down, it would give them a gigantic, obviously, a huge boost for the
kicker
Spartans.
is number 2, Miller.
And he's not out
I don't
there.
know. I was going to say I don't see him out there. So they're apparently going to go for it.
You got their quarterback in the shotgun formation.
So the pass coming up. Here's Kingman rolling out.
He's
He's
wide
into
open.
the end zone.
Yeah,
Not a man over here in the corner. Nobody around him. Touchdown.
He was standing there forever. I mean,
Right. Nobody of the Spartans saw him, apparently.
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, he was. I think the quarterback took a little longer to throw because he was shocked at how wide open he was.
Yes. Yes. Nobody within
Yeah, nobody
feet
was
of
there.
that guy.
Yeah, not sure how that guy got wide open, but he did.
I don't
And,
either.
you know, again, that's just confidence for your offense when you can go for it on fourth down like that in a passing play. You know, that puts us on our heels each and every time. And, you know, again, now we're down 10 again.
Yes,
That
19,
guy's got a boot.
19 to 10, and
Yeah, I
extra
just don't
point try
understand.
is good, and the score goes to Rushville 20 and the Spartans 10.
And that wasn't even a good pass from the quarterback. I mean, the guy had to, you know, lay down to grab it. And, you know, again, Rushville, you know, all the momentum in the world. Again, they came here very, very hungry.
Yes, it shows, doesn't it?
Oh, it definitely shows. It absolutely, positively shows.
3 minutes and 28 seconds to play in this first half of action here tonight, and the momentum is certainly in favor of the Lions.
Oh, it's been almost
Yes.
from that first play
Yes.
when they got the ball, Fran, and you know, maybe we made a mistake to defer. But again, we need to score right here and get the ball back. We need to take this 3:28 to score. We have to score because again, we get the ball. If we want the momentum back, if we want to be able to have a chance, have to score here, get the ball back to start the second. You know, cut it within 3. That would be ideal going into the halftime.
Okay, number 2 tees the ball up, and end over end headed for a Spartan. And a sharp return by Connorsville as the ball carrier is quickly caught.
Yeah, he was very quickly caught.
It's Brent Jones who was
Look at it. There's,
returning the kick.
you know, got to give your returners, got to give your running backs,
Yeah,
you got to
needs
give
some
them an
blockers.
opportunity
Right.
to, you know, give them block, you know, give them a lane to run through.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line of Connorsville. Split the ends, the Spartans do. Here's a pitch out, and the ball carrier is caught. Donovan started to turn the corner, slipped a little bit, and by the time he slipped, he had a Rushville Lion on top of him.
That speed right there is 77. I mean, nobody, or was it 72? Nobody blocked him at all, and he came off that line. And you know, very seldom do you get Foreman whenever he's open, like, you know, have a guy come up from behind to get him like that. I mean, he usually has the jets, but not right there.
Picked up about 3. Second down for the Spartans.
Yeah, they lost 3.
That's
It's
right.
second and
It's
13.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
a
play.
nice
Getting
run. That's
free
nice.
is 2 boys.
And he may be
Dalton
gone.
is at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30 and is dragged down around the 27, 28-yard line.
You know, like that play from Dalton again, you know, give a guy a lane and look what he does. And, you know, we had a lane right there. And, you know, again, that was just a beautiful hole. And fundamental right there. See how he held with both hands right there, Fran, as he was going through it. And then
Yes.
he turns on the jets and, you know, number 6 and number 1 for Rushville, you know, doing their best, and they caught up to him. And
Ball to the 29 of Rushville. 1st and 10 for Connorsville.
like that play, as Dalton has 2 long runs to his resume tonight.
Here's the handoff to Du Bois. And this time he's caught. Loses maybe a yard. Back to the 30.
Yeah, they may, if we're lucky, give him right back at the line.
Yeah, the Lions pretty well had an idea what play was coming, I think, that time.
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, there was nothing there for Du Bois to do at all in that one.
2nd and 11 for Connorsville.
Connorsville definitely, you know, they have 2 timeouts.
They wide to the near side for the Spartans. Number 1, Dylan Weber.
Still got plenty of time. Ooh,
Here's
nice
a
reverse.
pitch out.
Yeah, there we go. Look at,
Reverse to Du Bois. Cuts the corner. Gets inside the 20-yard line before he's
you know,
knocked
like
out
that.
of bounds.
Like that play, you saw, you know, Kelly Jr. out there. He's leading the blocking, and again, nice blocks there from the Spartans, and you know, gave Du Bois
Yes, he led the
opportunity
way
to
for
first down.
Dalton, and picks up a 1st and 10 for Connorsville.
Yeah, it was a nice block there from his Dalton's teammates, and to get the first down. You know, at the 16-yard line.
where it's placed down. The Spartans have a 1st and 10. 1.5 minutes left to play. First half, Spartans need to score. Pitched out to Foreman, and he's caught by a Rushville boy and dropped down around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not a good, it was a busted blocking assignment right there as that Lion, I mean, he burst through the line, maybe like a delayed blitz possibly. Yeah, it looked like they gave him one. We were at the 16, now we're right at the 15, so we gave him a yard on that. I thought he may have lost a yard.
I thought so too, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. But we'll go ahead and take that.
Spartans split the ends. Cully up under center. We'll hand off. Boy.
Yeah, definitely got it. Yeah, again, we're successful when we're stretching them out. Keep doing that until they stop us.
No gain on that play as the Lions line held, and Spartans now have a 3rd down coming up. They will.
Again, we're at the. It looks like we're at the 14-yard line. Got 14 to go. I know we got it at according to the 13-yard line. Again, 3rd and long. This is not a position that we want 3rd and long, but again, we're not going to kick a field goal right here, Fran. We're going to go for it. So it's really a 4-down play.
Yes. Sure.
And so again, what we were successful at, Fran, is stretching it out, and we need to do that. And
1:17 on the clock. The Spartans really need to score here, Ron.
We have to score. Again, we get the ball coming out the second half, but again, I would like to be down 3 coming out of the half than to be down by 10.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, we have to remember Rushville still has some timeouts too. So, in the way that they have scored, minute 17, minute 15, whatever it is.
Long run, long gains. I mean.
Yeah. So if they get the ball with a minute to go, I mean, they could score. But you just never know. And they again, they got some timeouts as well. So.
Yeah, the way they pass. I mean, they could be downfield.
Yeah,
as you
in
say,
a hurry.
A minute to them would be a long time.
Yeah.
Here comes the play by the Spartans.
Nice. He's in. Good.
Nice run into the end zone.
That was a
That
was a perfect play call there from the Spartans. As again, that delay right there. Again, everybody's stacking inside, and hey, everybody's going to go after Du Bois right there. Let's go ahead and hand it off to Foreman and or number 15 for the Spartans.
Skylar Hens.
Yeah, that's Skylar
Hens. That scored for the Spartans.
Yeah. Skylar's a 5'8" senior, and got him in there, and again, nice play there from the Spartans as Rushville bit the.
Makes it 20-16. Here's the extra point try. It'll be a kick. Foreman will hold for Du Bois. It's on its way. Got it.
Yep, like that.
And the Spartans score 7 points here and are down by 3 with 1:11 on the clock. First half.
Again, nice drive from the Spartans. They did what they had to do. They came down and scored in about 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more than 2 minutes. And again, like the fact that they were able to compose themselves, come back and score. They did what they had to do. Again, like this. Now we have to stop Rushville, as you mentioned earlier a minute ago, Fran. Minute 11 is an eternity for these guys. They got a couple of timeouts. Not sure exactly how many timeouts they have, but I believe they may have all 3. Rushville may have all 3 timeouts. So, and if they do, with the way that they have run the ball and the way they've passed,
I was going to say we'll probably see a air show here.
Oh yeah, we could. Again.
Spartans will kick off to the Lions.
We definitely, without question, Fran, have to stop Rushville. That goes without saying. Again, when you play from behind for so long, after a while, it wears you down. We need to get that momentum back.
They try a pass, be intercepted by the Spartans, running into the end zone.
I would like that. And that could be
a loose football.
We may have got it. I think we do.
And the Spartans indicating they've recovered a kick. One of the few mistakes by Rushville tonight.
Yeah, there was no reason for that for Rushville. 2 guys going for it, and Rushville has it. Again, that was just, I don't know why you would do that. That's just not good at all.
They've recovered, so the Lions will have the ball at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, that is absolutely, you know, a break for the Rushville Lions.
Yes, it was.
You know, if we're able to stop them, Fred, you talk about momentum. If we're able to stop them,
Yes.
I would say that we have momentum going into halftime because we get the ball coming out. I would say that we would have the momentum.
Yes.
Especially since Rushville has the ball now with 1:07 to go. You know, obviously if they score right here, again, more weight on our shoulders.
All bets are off. Huh?
Well, because it requires us to play perfect. We'd have to play perfect if they score right here.
Here's an arrow show.
Yeah, as you said.
And it's to number 1 Smith. Picks up about 7-8 yards on the pass from Springman. Be at the 49-yard line, the 2nd and 3. Springman rolls out for another pass. He's going to run this time. Oh, his receivers are covered, but he finally spots number 1, and he's getting free. He's in the Connersville territory.
Yeah, not sure why. And here we go, finally with the timeout, but not sure why he didn't go inside. He only gained maybe 2 or 3 more yards and took off 10 yards.
First and 10 for the Lions. Number 1 is just unstoppable.
Oh, he is. That guy's got some speed, but again, I don't know why he just didn't step out of bounds. He saved his team, 10 seconds.
Rushville calls for a timeout with just over a half a minute left to play in this period.
Yeah, very, very, again, you called it, Fred, an air show, and that's what they're doing right here.
Spartans defense just has to tighten up here.
We have to tighten up.
Absolutely. We can't allow another touchdown.
Cannot allow one
before the half ends.
Because, again, when we were playing from behind every time, you have to play perfect. And you can't make any mistakes. And it just puts too much pressure on you when you're constantly playing from behind. When you constantly, again, the Spartans that last series, they scored with, a little over 2 minutes. It took them to get down there and score. They did it. Then they were composed. Again, we got to have that same composure here on defense and not let Rushville. We again cannot score.
Well, the defense has to do their job. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Okay, Rushville about to put the ball in play. 1st and 10 again, and they are at the 37-yard line of Connersville. Snap. Here's Springman rolling out for a pass. His receivers. He's finally caught, and he throws the ball away. The flag's all over the field here.
Yeah, not sure. Again, I saw a hold. I'm not sure if that's what was called because the flag came out a little later. Guys here up here in the booth aren't happy with some of the non-call holds, and then it was illegal intentional grounding. So not sure which one we would take.
Okay, the officials discussing it over, and the ref's about to make the call here.
Well, you lose it down on intentional grounding, so we probably want to take that.
They're explaining it to the Spartans.
Yeah, here we go with that.
44 will make the decision for Connersville, Nathaniel Flowers. He's one of the co-captains tonight.
What were they going to call it?
Not sure.
Yeah, intentional grounding. And I have no idea what that one is behind the head.
I don't know either what that means. They're going to walk off some yardage against Rushville.
That's going to help us out. But intentional grounding, and then not sure.
5 yards against Rushville puts the ball at their own 49-yard line. 2nd and 25 or 30, Ron.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
A long ways. Here goes Springman, of course. Fires to a receiver on the far side who is headed for the end zone but bumped out of bounds, and not before he gets around the 33-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable there, and the clock stops.
I'll tell you, this Rushville offense.
Yeah, they're pretty impressive.
I know we keep saying how'd they lose 4 times.
Right.
This has to be their best game.
Oh, without question.
Yes.
I mean, without question.
Springman comes to the sidelines to talk to his coach, Scott McMurray. Adds the play, returns to the huddle. Now they break from the huddle and line up. Who knows what will happen in 21 seconds.
Well, we've seen them score in less than that.
Yes. So here's number 1 wide to the near side. He'll probably be looking for a pass. Springman aims one at him, and he catches it and is
stayed in bounds. That's good.
Kept him in bounds. To the 16.
Yeah, that got the first down, and
14 seconds on the clock. Rushville threatening again.
Yeah, that was a nice play there from, even if they get a field goal here, that will put them up 6. And again, the idea is not to have them score at all. And again, that was a timeout. Again, very good that we kept him in bounds because that forced him to eat a timeout. And I think we're down to 1 timeout apiece. 14 seconds to go. Definitely want to stop them right now. Oh, Rushville, yeah, Connersville still has one. I'm corrected. Rushville, that's their last timeout. So, you know, we definitely, you know, it goes without saying here. And again, if they're going to pass, they're probably going to aim for the sidelines for him to stop the clock. And again, that penalty that they had, that intentional grounding that put them back, didn't affect them at all.
No, it doesn't seem to bother them at all. It doesn't.
You know, when you see a team that's winless on the season coming again against a big rival, one thing you don't see from them would be composure because they're hungry for that win. They you know, maybe overplay too much. I haven't seen that from Rushville. I've seen a lot of composure. Yeah, they've had some penalties like the last one with the intentional grounding, but they've came back, very composed, came back and erased it as if it didn't happen.
Here we go with the play. Springman rolls out, looks for a receiver. Being chased, he keeps getting away. There's a flag down. Springman is still, he fires finally, and there's a ball flipped down around the goal line.
Yeah, we
Players
have a flag.
Get up. The flag is at the 24.
And with 2 seconds to go.
So it's going to be against the Lions.
Yeah, where the flag, I didn't see the hold, but where the flag was, generally that's when it is a flag. And when you got a lot of scrambling like that, it's going to, you know, that's something that happens.
2 seconds on the clock. Here's.
Yeah, we'll see if we can see it here on the replay coming up, Fran, as again, you know, nice. Oh, there it is right there. That's holding right there. That's 77 just threw our guy to the ground. You can't do that. That's not allowed. Of course, I've seen that a couple times tonight. That wasn't called.
Walk off. It's the 33-yard line of Connersville where the ball will be spotted.
Yeah, that was an easy call right there from the guys and the refs.
Springman with the play returns to the huddle. Lions in their black uniforms line up.
Yeah, I tell you, this
something
is it
about
right
black uniforms.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, South Dearborn, South Dearborn's in black. East Central's in black. Here's a flip to the far side. The guy catches the ball one-handed, breaks for the sidelines.
And he's still going.
Finally eludes some tacklers.
And you gotta be kidding me.
I thought this. I mean, he went through the Spartans defense, and luckily the clock ran out, Ron.
Yeah, luckily the clock ran out. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that.
You know, I tell you again, Rushville definitely, they know how important it is to keep the momentum from the Spartans. That's why they tried valiantly to score, because the Spartans do. The Spartans have the ball coming out here to start the second half, and we were able to score with, again, there was like 3:30 something on the clock, and we composed and scored. Nice that we stopped them. Very good. You said it was going to be an air show, and it was, and we were able to adjust and stop them from scoring. Of course, Rushville shot himself in the foot with penalties.
A wild and exciting first half.
Wild, exciting last minute and 17.
Well, we've reached halftime, folks, here at Hinshaw Field in Rushville, and we have a score of Rushville 20 and the Spartans 17. What do you expect the second half?
Well, what I expect and what I hope may be two different things, but I tell you, what I would love for the Spartans to do is to remain that composure what they had. As you see the homecoming court getting ready for Rushville, but again, I would hope that the Spartans maintain their composure, come out, eliminate the mental mistakes, and just do what they did that last drive. They were very confident, they were very poised, and they had their way with Rushville. That's what we need to do.
They're only down by 3. Rushville
only down by 3.
Scored first, 8:32 on the clock. Cameron Craig ran the ball in for Rushville. They went ahead 6-0. Their extra point try, a 2-point conversion, was not good, so the score remains 6-0 until seconds were remaining in the ball game when it was Dalton DuBois who kicked the field goal for Connersville after their drive for the end zone sputtered, and he put 3 points on the board for CHS, and that was the score at the end of the first quarter, 6-3 in favor of the Lions. In the second quarter, it was Rushville scoring first, there was 9 minutes and 4 seconds showing on the clock when they hit the end zone to make it a 12-3 ball game. The extra point try was good for their 13th point. And Foreman ran the ball in for a Spartan touchdown. 59 seconds after that, they scored with 9:04 on the clock. The Spartans scored with 8 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Picked up 6 points for the Spartans, who put the score at 13-9. The extra point was good by Du Bois, and it was 13-10. And then Rushville came back and scored with 3:28 to play in the first half. Make it 19-10. Their extra point try was good to make it a 20-10 ball game. And then the Spartans scored with Skylar Hentz going in with 1 minute and 11 seconds to play in the first half. And the extra point try was good, and that's how the Spartans got their 16 and 17 points. So it's 20-17. We're at halftime at Rushville in tonight's battle for the War on 44 trophy. As Ron pointed out, this is homecoming night. We're having all the festivities here at halftime. Again, the score at halftime, Rushville 20, the Spartans 17. Here on TV3, we're going to take a break.
Explore the skies at the National Museum of the United States Air Force, the world's largest military aviation museum, featuring over 360 planes and missiles. Climb into a cockpit, board a space shuttle, ride the simulators, then experience the region's largest 6-story theater screen. Visit Dayton, Ohio, where imagination takes flight. Free admission and free parking, open 9 to 5 every day. Plan your visit at nationalmuseum.af.mil.
Halftime intermission is over here at Rushville, and we are about to begin the second half of this football game that the Spartans find themselves trailing by 3 points as they will be receiving the kickoff to open up the third 12-minute quarter run.
Well, you know, I tell you what, the Spartans did what they had to do. The last offensive series that they had to score. It was about 3:28 to go. They had to score. They were down 10. They scored. Rushville had the ball with about 11 to go. They had to stop them, and they did. Yes, they were helped by a lot of crazy penalties that Rushville had, but maybe we forced them into those penalties, especially that intentional grounding. I mean, that was great defense from the Spartans. So the Spartans have done what they've had to do the last two plays, or last two series on defense and offense. Now we have to do what we have to do now, and that's take the lead.
That's right. We need to keep doing what we were doing there toward the end of that first half.
Definitely. I mean, we had composure. Surprisingly, Fran, looking over here at Shotzi, his stats, we're tied in rushing yards, believe it or not. They have 193. Really? We have 193 yards. Of course, Du Bois.
Who would have thought that? I
wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't have thought that either. But Du Bois had a 56-yard run and a 51-yard run, so that helped him out.
Okay, yes. But they've had
they've had a lot of
big gains, passing and rushing.
Yeah, surprisingly,
good kick that is bobbling around, and Spartans get the ball. Skylar Hentz is the return man, and
not very good at all.
Going to be stopped at around the 10-yard line, maybe inside the 10.
You know, there's no reason why he should have got that. Should have let it go in the end zone.
Yes,
it's something you learn from. Yeah, let it go. That would have been the easiest thing to do. You know, that's putting yourself in the hole, giving an opportunity for Rushville.
Yeah, it's inside the 10-yard line is where the Spartans begin their own territory.
Yeah, I mean, Skylar, he's a young kid. They don't want to go to.
Oh, that's right. That's the last thing they want.
Yeah.
They want to grab that football and take off. But
make something happen, but it didn't happen. And you know, again, composure was what we had that last series. We need to be composed right here. Again, ground and pound is what we need to do. Is what we were successful at.
Here comes the play, a little bit of a gain across the 10, but that's about it.
Yeah, it was Foreman right there.
Foreman carried, Donovan carried the ball.
Not sure they gave him anything.
I'm not sure they haven't moved the sticks on the far sidelines yet. Well, yes, they did a little bit, about a yard.
They gave him a yard on that.
Yard or yard and a half. So it's second down coming up for the Spartans.
Again, one thing we don't want to do is get third and long situations, especially back here.
That's right. We're at a second and long right now. And here the Spartans going into that Rushville line and picking up maybe a couple of three. It's going to be
Third and long. Yeah, Hintz just didn't get anything right there. I mean, not enough to make any leeway on that. Well, maybe he got 4 yards. It looks like we're about 3rd and 5.
yes.
Yeah, again, that's what we got, 3rd and 5. And, I thought he only had a couple yards. So we'll definitely take that. Maybe it was Foreman who had the ball. I thought it was Hintz. Yeah,
Foreman is 12 and Hintz is 15, so it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Those figures.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tough. There's the play.
Yeah, nice misdirection
oh,
right there. There's another one.
On the far sidelines. He's to the 50 and run out of bounds.
I tell you what, whenever they string Du Bois out like that and there's a flag, it looks like it's going to be coming back on the Spartans for holding.
Yes.
But again, whenever we get to that, just string him out a little bit, his speed has been able to, and again, this is negated by that flag, but, again, he has been explosive when he's been able to go around.
Yeah, once he picks up some blockers and they clear the path, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone, and I tell you.
But that's so important to get good blocking.
Yeah, definitely. And
I mean, it's easier said than done.
Yeah. You can do it, though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we know
We can do it from here.
Yeah, oh, yeah, exactly.
3, 4, 5, 6. Where is he?
Yeah, they're going to go back in the end zone.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, now it's 3rd
It's inside the 10.
11. Yeah, it was a 7-yard penalty. It was half the distance. It looked like it was half. Yeah, I tell you what, that's not a good time to have a holding like that.
That was a bad time.
Yeah, that's who he
Comes to the near side, ball coughed up, and it's like Rushville recovered a fumble.
Yeah, Rushville, that was definitely right there. Again, thankfully in high school, you're down by contact, or Rushville would have, been in the end zone on that. That's not what you need. That's not a good series for the Spartans. Now we put pressure on our defense again, down 3, and they're deep in Connersville territory. We have to play heavy right there. Again, watch this right here. Hintz right there. He shook off that defender, but too much right there.
There's the loose ball.
The head of the crown of the football they met, and
Rushville up by 3 on the attack, deep in Connersville territory on the 10-yard line.
Got to stop them right here. Don't want to be down 10 again as we go wide with Craig as usual.
Number 9 is being chased. Turns
that's unbelievable.
Gets into the end zone. I don't know how he does it. There's a Spartan down.
Oh, you know how he does it. Again, you used to do that plenty of time when you were playing days. But again, that was not bad defense from the Spartans right here, as you see. One of our defenders get out there to meet him as he's making his turn. But again, the blocking downfield is what got Craig in. Again, it's a little one-on-one right there. He kind of does a shake and bake right there on Du Bois as Du Bois lost it. And again, Craig just kept going, and he's a happy camper. Not how you want to start this half, Fran, when you had the momentum going into the locker room.
That's the last thing that they wanted.
Right.
Kick is good, so they go up by 10 points again, 27-17. This occurring with 9 minutes and 47 seconds to be played.
The key to Rushville's touchdown right there was that holding penalty that negated Du Bois' 35-yard run.
Yeah, he was out at midfield.
Yeah, he was out at midfield, and again that forced us to run that wide play, and that fumble. Those two negative things. We can't have one negative thing, let alone 2. And Rushville, as hungry as they are, they're going to capitalize on it, and they did.
Okay, ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Miller will be kicking it off for the Spartans, and see where he puts it this time.
Yeah, he's kicked it very far. He's end over end. Done a squig line drive. Not sure what he's going to do.
Another deep kick that will be taken by a Spartan at the 10-yard line. 15, 20 to the near side.
Nice tackle.
Pushed out of bounds is number 5 for Connorsville, as the return man that time was Alan Atkins. So the Spartans will be again in their own territory around the 20-yard line. 21 is where they place it down.
That looks like it may be 22. Let's give them 22.
Okay.
On that, yeah. Let's give them an extra yard. Again, deep in our territory, a lot better than we were last time
That's
when we
true.
had the ball.
That's true. It's inside the 10.
Yeah, can't have any mental mistakes at all. We just can't. Again, we've said it before the first half. When we're constantly down, we have to play perfect, and we can't have these mental mistakes.
Kelly hands off to Foreman.
wide.
No, to Du Bois, and Dalton twists and turns, gets across the 25.
That guy right there, he's, again, I've said it before, he's going to be missed, and the way that he runs the ball, that power. He gets hit a lot. Didn't really hear, but he gets hit a lot before he gets brought down.
They get the 2nd and 5 for Connorsville. Down by 10 points here in the 3rd period to the Rushville Lions.
Just for plenty of time in this ball game. Lots can happen. We got to find a reason why Rushville is 0-4. They've given us every opportunity to wonder why they're 0-4. But they're 0-4 for a reason. They haven't shown that yet.
Up to the middle, good game by the Spartans up to the 35-yard line. That'll be the first down.
Yeah, as Nathan Flowers touches the ball, as our good friend Tim Howard would say, Connorsville first down.
Good pickup right through the Rushville line. One of the few times we've been able to pick up yardage, I think, Ron.
Yeah,
through that line.
Yeah, right down the heart of Rushville's line. They've beaten us every time when we've stretched it out.
Ball at the 35, their own 35 for the Spartans, but they do have a 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, just be composed. That's not. There's a
Comes
fumble
the
again.
Play, loose
and we
football.
got it back.
Spartans pick it up and then run with it.
Wow, yeah.
And keep going in around the 25-yard line.
Wow,
Who carried that ball,
I
Ron?
don't know who grabbed it, but it was a fumble, and one of our guys that got it, we'll see the replay right here.
Right.
Again, right here. That was, looks like that was, no, it wasn't Flowers. It was given to, it was right there, and it came out of Hentz's hands and right into number 57 for the Spartans, Maxwell Crank. He's a 5'11 junior. He's a tackle, defensive end as well when he plays on defense. And he's happy to get the ball.
Yes, well, the Spartans have a good field position right now.
Yeah.
23-yard line is where it's spotted of Rushville.
Good teams take advantage of breaks, and we got a break right there. We need to take advantage of it right here. But I don't know who you give that yardage to.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
Up to the Rushville line, a little bit into the left is the ball carrier for Connorsville, and gets it inside the 20.
Yeah, again, every time we've gotten into the red zone, we've been pretty successful tonight, Fran. And, again, that fumbled recovery by Crank there to have the wherewithal to just, keep going.
Ball at the 15 of Rushville.
That's not something he's used to doing, and he did it. But, that's the 2nd fumble that we've had. We've recovered one and lost one. In this half. We had one the first half.
Kelly hands off to, I'm not sure. Too many black shirts around.
Yeah. He got the first down.
This is the umpire.
We got the first down on that. It may be Hintz. Or is that? Let's see here, right here, the replay right there. Yeah, that was number 12.
Number 12.
That's Foreman.
Yes, Donovan.
Yeah.
He's a 5'9 junior or 5'9 senior at CHS. Ball at the 10-yard line.
Again, definitely without question, you have to score right here. And it looks like Kelly, wow. Yeah, it looked like it was a bust of that play, but maybe it was by design for him to go in and grab a couple yards like that.
It's about again, 6 or 7-yard line.
There's not enough, it did look like that. There was nobody around from the handoff, and he just had to go inside.
Yes.
Yeah, that's again 1st and goal from the 2nd and goal. From the 9.
Just under 7 minutes left in the third period. Spartans threatening here for the first time in the second half.
And
It's
that's ooh,
taken
it could
off
be
and into the end zone. Let's see.
Close. It looks like he's short, just short. Wow, that was a beautiful, again,
Yes.
power run right there, Fran. Power.
It was Du Bois, wasn't it, Ron?
Looked like that was Du Bois, yes. No, that was number 12. That was Foreman.
Okay.
I just saw the 2 as well, and he, Foreman, showing some power right there. He wanted to get in there, and the black jerseys said no. But third and about a yard, I guess.
Spartans down by 10 points, trying to cut it to 4 and then maybe 3. Kelly will give the handoff, and into the end zone is the ball carrier.
Again, that's what we had to do, and we did it.
That was Dalton Du Bois who got the ball across the goal line for the Spartans score.
Again, nice power running from Du Bois right there to get inside and just keep his legs going, and he scores it for us. Need him to now use his leg to give us down 3. Not a good. Yeah, that's good, but that wasn't a good snap.
Extra point good by Du Bois to make it Rushville 27 and the Spartans 24 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, look at it. That was a nice, right there from Foreman as he, got a bad snap and made the best of it. And Du Bois split the uprights right there. Again, Spartans did what they had to do. The key to this ball game so far is the fact that we have had mental mistakes. We've had.
Yes, that's right. Now let's see if Rushville will score. But this is the way it's been.
That's the way it's
tonight.
been.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. That's the way it's been.
But the Spartans need to.
We need to stop them.
Yeah,
we definitely have to have a stop.
Really needs to tighten up, but I don't know. Rushville, they find a way to penetrate that defense.
Well, they will, without question. I mean, they're winning at the line. I mean, they're just doing, they're playing the perfect ball game right now against the Spartans. And the key is their blocking. We saw that on their very first play. I mean, you got blockers 10, 15 yards down. You're doing well.
Spartans ready to go on defense again here in the third period.
A lot of times you see a run-dominated offense in high school, and you think, well, what do the receivers do? Well, you know what they do with this Rushville team. They block.
Kick will be taken at the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure why he didn't boot it like that. Not sure why.
And dragged down at the 31-yard line.
I mean, you want to get them deep as possible. I mean, this is pretty decent field position for Rushville. We've seen Du Bois on the opening kickoff kick it to the end zone. Not sure why he didn't do it then.
Drew Ware, W-E-H-R, returned that kickoff. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Their own 31 is where the lines began.
Now we have to stop them.
How many times have we said that tonight?
Yeah, many times. Yeah. And it worked one time. Let's hope it does the second time. Other than that, they've scored every time.
That's right.
Good
nice defense by the Spartans. Getting there to drag the ball carrier down with number 44, Connor.
Yeah, look at him. He just bursted through. I mean, he got held right there a little bit, but
that's Flowers. He's having a good game.
Oh, Flowers, he's good defensively. He's one of those guys that, you definitely like the way he plays.
2nd and 16 for the Lions after that loss.
Going to miss that guy.
The seniors are playing well.
Yeah, they are. They're playing very well. We're going to miss them next year.
Yes. Here comes the play.
Again, we're winning at the line these last 2 plays. Got to win at the line.
Get the ball across the 25-yard line to about the 26.
Got a nice penetration from the Spartans.
Good defense by Connorsville. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and long for the Lions.
Now, not too many times has that guy seen a series of white jerseys in front of him.
That's true.
Not that much time at all, Fran. We haven't seen Rushville with a 3rd and long situation in forever.
The last one we saw, they scored.
Well, I hate to say it, you're absolutely right about that.
Oh,
and there's
here's
a guy.
pass.
Well,
out of the reach of the intended receiver.
Yeah, and he was open.
Incomplete. Yeah, he was. I mean, there were a couple of Spartan defenders back, but the way that they've been slipping through Connersville's defense tonight, why?
Boy, he's poised back here. He is poised, just overthrew it right there.
Punting situation.
First time.
This the first? I was going to say, is this the first punt?
For both teams.
That's right.
I mean, you would think that we've punted a few times tonight, but
This is number one.
number
Jordan
one for
Smith.
who would have thought Rushville would be the team?
That's right. Punts, and he sends one that is taken by the 45-yard line of the Spartans into Rushville territory. Run out of bounds is Du Bois.
Yeah, I tell you what, Du Bois wanted something more out of that, and that's
around the 35-yard line is where the Spartans will be starting this drive. They're in Rushville territory.
yeah, that's outstanding considering the first couple of times we had the ball, we we were deep in our own field position.
It's at the 34. Good field position for the Spartans. Let's see if they can take advantage.
And again, the last couple series that we had, apart from that fumble, that we lost composure. Even when we lost the fumble that we got back, we had the composure to know what to do with it.
Kelly under center. Looks over the Rushville defense. Here's the handoff to Du Bois. Or was it to Donovan? Like you saw.
Right, I just see
saw
it too.
The two, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like it was Du Bois right there.
Number 32, Dalton.
I thought he got more than about 3 yards. I thought he got about 4 or 5 on that, but
31 is where it's spotted. Like second down.
Looks like we gave him. Yeah, that again, very impressed the last couple series of the Spartans. Again, apart from that fumble, with how composed we have been, got to protect this football. Let's take the lead right here.
We'll see. Kelly under center, hands off.
That's not.
And a loss on the play of a yard or so as Rushville put 2 linemen in there and dropped the ball carrier.
Yeah, we lost a yard on that, and again, a 3rd and long. Again, it's time to stretch it out a little bit. Let's get let's get Du Bois outside a little bit, or even Donovan. Donovan, he's got the jets as well. Let's do something besides going inside like that. Rushville has eaten it up the last few times. Let's stretch them out a little bit and give our runners a wider lane.
3rd and 8 for Connersville, coming to the near side. The Spartans Weber.
Definitely going to go.
The receiver.
Yeah,
ball is pitched out, and Rushville line holds. They drop the ball carrier to the 35-yard line. That was Du Bois, and a punting situation for Connersville.
We're definitely going to go for a Fran right now, unless we can, boot it right. Do a.
Yes.
I'm not sure if Du Bois. Either way, if we do punt it and it goes in the end zone, they get at the 20. So not sure what they're going to. They're probably definitely going to go for it right here. But again, we got to have a play where we can have people downfield the block. Rushville's just beating us at the line right here.
There's a timeout being called by Connersville.
Yeah, that's. You definitely want. I mean, again, this is a big call.
Clock shows 2:22 to be played here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, if this were the NFL, if they were going to go for a field goal, it'd be about a 52-yard field goal.
Yeah, so I don't know if we can.
I don't think we have that boot.
I don't think so either.
Well, you can. Get on down there, Fran, and kick that field goal. Put that uniform on. But again, if you do punt it, got to get some air time and.
Ball resting at the 35-yard line of Rushville. Spartans have the ball, but what to do right now?
Yeah, I mean, our defense has played very well.
4th down, 4th and 11 for Connersville.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a trick play, but let's see some other trick plays. We've had a couple of reverses that were well. Brady's over here saying he wants a halfback option. Let's see if that happens. Flea flicker, guys in the truck, they want to flea. We want something. We want to score. We want to get back. I mean, we have, again, this is one of those ball games where we're so close, but it seems like we're so far. I mean, it seems like right when the momentum could be swinging our side, Rushville takes it back. And this is a beautiful defensive stand for Rushville. I mean, they have just beaten us at the line right here. And it seems like our plays, we just go back to over-reliable, and Rushville's reading it. So here we go, a big 4th down.
Go for it. Boy. Critical play.
Yeah, here we go. No penalties right here.
Kelly flips
Oh,
out.
there is a pass.
And there is a pass that is
Oh, wow.
knocked away.
Yeah,
Was it intercepted?
no, it wasn't. It was knocked down. But
It was
again,
knocked
you know,
down.
it's a nice play like that. I like it.
Yes.
I like the play right here. Grady called it. The guys in the truck called the flea flicker. Of course, it just wasn't if it was an option, but close enough. Just was not, you know,
Well,
covered well from Rushville.
Lions take over on downs.
You know, I applaud the play. I applaud the call from Kelly right there. That's, you know, hey, you got to give your team belief, and that's what he did with those boys right there. If we got the first down, we'd have been going crazy.
Rushville at their own 35-yard line. Springman in the shotgun. Looks for.
Oh, he's lost a lot
handed
of.
off to number
They
one,
gotta stop
and he gets that guy. I think he has.
He gained a long yard.
Yeah, he did a lot of running around in the back before he.
He ran for 100 yards to gain one.
I'm not sure he gained one. It's back at
Yeah.
the 35.
Is
so
it? Okay,
okay.
well, look how you gained one from here, but hey, we'll take it.
Second down for Rushville. Spartans defense held on that play.
Yeah, very
Now
nice.
they need
for
to hold
Spartans.
3 more and get the
Yeah.
ball back, huh?
Yeah, definitely got to get the, got to stop them here, beat them at the line.
Rushville spreads the offense this time. Shotgun, handoff,
that's
guy
beautiful.
getting free.
That is beautiful.
And he is between the goal line and the player was one Spartan and finally forced the ball carrier out of bounds. But not before he picked up big yardage into Connersville
I tell you,
territory at around the 31-yard line.
Look at that lane right there. I mean, that was beautiful. I mean,
Seems like these Rushville guys have grease on their uniforms.
They have grease
the way
on their
they slip through the Spartan. I mean, it's unreal how they shake off Spartan defenders. I mean,
They're
I
shaking.
mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Yep.
I mean, you just can't stop them.
Well, we did there,
Yeah,
thankfully,
back to the
but you're
35-yard
absolutely right
line.
about that. Again, it goes back to, they keep their legs moving. They don't stop until they hit the ground. They've got excellent blocking, excellent lanes to run through.
Yes.
I could probably run for 200 yards with those lanes. I mean, it's nice to watch. Again, hate it when it's against us.
There's a loss on the play. It'll be second down coming up and about 12 yards.
Yep. Without question, have to stop them right here. They really haven't turned the ball over. We need a turnover as well.
Well, they do stop the ball carrier. He's way short of the 1st and 10 as he gets to about the 31.
Yeah, again,
But now, will they punt, or do you think they'll go for it?
well,
Ron,
it's
on
third.
fourth?
It's third and long right here, so that's what's good.
That's right, it's third.
But if it does get to a 4th down situation, the way that they've gone before, they've gone on 4th down and
That's
scored.
right. When
You
they
know,
had long
and they
yardage for
passed
the
it.
1st and
Yeah.
10, they were able to pull it off.
And I'm not sure what's going on here. That there was there a
I
timeout?
think apparently a Rushville timeout.
Yeah, it is timeout. Rushville. No, they're just going to let it go. They called timeout. I heard the PA guy say timeout, but apparently they're just going to let the clock run, and we're going into the 4th quarter.
Okay, quarter number 4 coming up here. At the end of 3, it is Rushville 27, Connersville 24.
Yeah, that's. I tell you what, that was a crazy third quarter. We had the opportunity, Fran, to we had the ball, and had that fumble that stopped, and then Rushville came back to score, went up by 10 again.
Each team scored a touchdown in that quarter, and the Spartans unfortunately had a fumble deep in their own territory, and that set up the Rushville score.
Took one play for them to score on that, but again, we came back when we got the ball. We had a fumble that one of our linemen, Crank, got, and he took it down and kept it alive, and we scored. Again, a 3rd and long right here to start this 4th quarter. This may be the ball game, Fran, right here. Because as you mentioned, will they go for it on 4th down? More than likely, probably will.
Probably.
More than likely, probably will, because this is the same field position that Connersville had when they were on 3rd and long and 4th down.
Yes.
So, wow, this is
So it's a 3rd and 8 they're calling for Rushville.
this is one of those games that's so fun to watch, so fun to play in, and unless you lose.
Lions go for the south end goal this quarter. Here's Springman firing a pass
That's a
that
beautiful
is
ball. Wow.
almost
That-
complete,
yeah,
but
that-
not quite. A little bit low, and
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit low, but it was right there as you see it. I mean, that was, nice, not a bad pass, a way to lead him a little bit. I mean, that was right there. It was right on his numbers. He should have caught
right,
that.
it was a little low, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But other than that,
I mean, hit him
wide.
right. The replay, it was right in his numbers.
Was it?
And he was in stride. He didn't have to stop at all. So, I mean, it was a perfect, on the replay right there. That was, again, you called it, Fran. They're going for it right here on 4th down.
Fourth and eight for the Lions on the incomplete pass.
Now, they may do that same pass,
Springman
and they are.
rolls out, and he's being chased out of the pocket. Finally,
Another.
incomplete. Spartans defense held.
Well, we held. We got lucky on that. I mean, that one first
There's
pass that was missed.
Two passes that
Yeah.
they were almost on the mark. You're right. You're right.
Again, we got lucky on that where they just missed it. You talk about the grease. The grease affected them on that where the ball went right through them on that.
Yeah.
Not a great pass as you see right there, but again, it had him in the hands, just going the wrong way. We missed it. We have to take advantage of it right now, Fran. We have to take advantage. Rushville's given us opportunities
Absolutely.
to come back and take the lead. We just haven't done anything.
Spartans had the ball of their own 30 and take over on down. So here we go. What a crucial play this is going to be.
Yeah, crucial series right here.
Yes. Up through the center of that Rushville line and maybe a yard, and that's about it.
That's got to get more than a yard.
Right, I don't think he even got a yard.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. Yeah,
they did.
They'll give it to him. Yeah, they'll give him a yard.
2nd and 9 then for the Spartans.
He may have got 6 inches. They just gave him a yard. We're credit for a yard. Again, looks like we're taking the clock down. Under 10 seconds to go to call.
Kelly under center. He pitches out. DuBois
That's
skirts
beautiful.
around.
He may be gone. He is gone. That's a touchdown. We take the lead.
As
Beautiful.
DuBois leads 5.
And I don't see any yellow markers out there. That's a touchdown. That was beautiful.
And so what a run by Dalton DuBois.
That was 69-yard run there from Dalton DuBois to go along with his 56-yard touchdown and his 51-yard run earlier. Again, right there you see that number 22 for the Lions, and DuBois just keeping his eyes downfield, following his blockers. Beautiful blocking there from the Spartans. Sees that lane, and once he gets past the box right there, he just jetted it down there. And
he outran the Rushville team.
I tell you what, that right there was a perfect play. Again, blocking from the Spartans. We finally got the lead with 10:55 to go.
30-27, Connersville. Extra point try coming up. It'll be a kick. On this way, blocked.
Yep, that was blocked.
So the score remains Connersville 30, Rushville 27 with 10 minutes and 55 seconds left to play.
Again, beautiful right there from DuBois. Again, solid blocking from the Spartans. Now Rushville is behind after having the momentum and being able to keep the momentum. Again, we felt like the momentum might be going to the Spartans' way, and then something would happen where Rushville would force a turnover or a costly penalty, and Rushville could maintain the momentum. Now they're playing behind.
We'll see how they react to that.
Yeah, we'll find out how they react to that.
Because as you point out, it's the first time they've been behind all night.
Yeah, and again, they have played well enough to have a 10-point lead even now.
Spartans defense has to really
pick it up.
Yes, those are the words I was looking for.
Now they have to pick it up, and we have. Again, we have to remember that Rushville had 2 drops there, 3rd and long and 4th and long.
Yes.
Or otherwise they may have scored and we'd be down more. But again, whatever opportunity is given our way or what breaks given our way, we have to take advantage of all those opportunities and breaks, and we have. And the Spartans are feeling real good right now.
DuBois kicks off, and it will be taken at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Big guy getting free and up to the 35 or 36-yard line. Good return by Rushville.
Yeah, good return, good field position for the Lions. Don't want
Yes.
to have that. You know, I'm not sure why Du Bois just didn't boot that as far as he could. We've seen him kick it to the end zone. Don't want to give them a yard.
Okay, the Lions go on offense, down by 3 points.
See if they go back to what they were doing that was successful, and that's running wide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were just running at will, it seemed like they were on.
Yep. And here they go wide again.
Play.
Going for the ball.
Oh, good defense. It was 5 or 6 Spartans in on that tackle, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know, the line is going with the ball. They're not over committing. They're going with the ball. As you see right here, the Spartans, you know, they're keeping their eyes on the ball. You know, number 10 right there pushed off his defender to grab Craig. You know, number 10, James Hensley, he's a 6'2" senior. Going to miss that guy.
Yes. Yeah. Comes to play by Rushville.
You know, again, that right there could have been dangerous right there, and that was, you know, a nice tackle from the Spartan right there. As that was a nice, you know, hole that was opened up for the Rushville runner, and boy, our guy just pushed off his blocker and grabbed him quickly, or that could have been some trouble.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line of Rushville. Comes a play in from the coach. And Springman, their quarterback, comes over to get the play.
3rd and 9,
and
3rd and long.
their offense.
Yeah, look out for a pass.
He's in the shotgun. Looks for a receiver. Spartans chasing him out of the pocket. He's running for his life.
Yeah,
Spartans, if they can get him, they
good
do.
Job.
Back around the 25-yard line. That brings the cheers from the Spartans fans across the way.
Yeah, the faithful is coming out of their seats right there, as that was, you know, good pressure from the defense. Again, the Spartans knew a pass was coming on, and again, you know, that's where, you know, you do your job and there's no one to throw to.
Yeah, they had 3-4 guys on him before he realized what was going on.
Well, it was good coverage.
Yes.
Good coverage.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line.
Now that's a loss of 10 right there. They're going to punt it, going to give us great field position. Got to protect the ball.
Yeah, they have a 4th and 19, so here's the punt. And it will be taken by Du Bois at the 50-yard line.
Oh, he's got a blocker.
40.
Yeah, he's got a blocker.
At the 30.
He's gone.
And
he's not
going to be shoved out of bounds and lands on the
yard
marker.
I didn't even see that Rushville guy right there. I'm saying he's gone. Didn't see the Rushville guy. But again, clearly the momentum now back on the Spartans.
Yes.
Great field position. Great run by Du Bois right there. Again, just eat some clock right here. Protect the ball. Get in the end zone. Let's take this lead to 10. You know, let's take it to the 10.
Spartans will be at the 15-yard line, I believe, Ron, isn't it? I'm looking at it.
I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, it looks like it's at
15.
maybe at the 14. Looks like it's on the other side of the 15.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, they have it on the 14 on the scoreboard over there. So, yeah, again, 14 yards to go. Let's get in there. No, that's a nice
handoff.
Yeah.
And
nice lane there. He's still going.
Goes right.
Yeah, kept in bounds, keeps the clock going.
Yardage.
Yeah, again, that was a nice lane that was opened up from the Spartans.
Yeah, the guy holding the sticks, when he saw those guys coming toward him, he threw it down and ran for his life.
He had to get out of there.
He wasn't about to tangle with 4 or 5 football players.
Yeah, that's a smart guy right there to get out of a gain of 7 right there for Foreman.
Spartans threatening here with just under 8 minutes left to play in the ball game. They're up by 3, 30-27.
Yeah, let's take it in the house. Let's take this lead by 10. Oh, that's nice, and he is in. Yep, he's in there. Nice.
The players signal. Yep, now the ref signals.
Yep. Very good. That was, again, Spartans doing what they have to do. They clearly got the momentum. Up by 6 as one of our boys is limping off. Don't like to see that, but again, you know, that's power football right there. You get a little bit of lane, you start, you know, scurrying those feet to keep them moving and going, and you're trucking along and you're carrying guys into the end zone. As you see, can't see what that number that guy is, but he's limping. Don't like that at all.
Foreman carries it in for the Spartans, make it 36-27.
That was Dallas Langley. He's a 6'2 sophomore that's limping over there on the sidelines. Don't like to see that. Another block. We got to get that. Can't have that. Down 6. Don't like that at all. But again, the Spartans, 12 unanswered points. Don't know why. That's twice. You get a guy from the right side coming over. It's like he's not even being blocked at all.
36-27 is score in favor of Connorsville. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left. Long time, Ron.
That's a long time. It really is. But Rushville's going to want to score fast. I mean, that's just the way it goes. They're going to want to score very fast.
You really don't have any control over it. I mean,
no, we just
score when the opportunity arises.
Yeah.
Okay, a Spartan kickoff here to the Lions.
Got to stop them here. Again, Rushville just have been disheveled on offense since we've, gotten close and scored. I mean, and took the lead. They just don't seem like the same team that, really, even though I was shocked to hear from the statisticians up here that we had the same amount of.
Yes, that was really.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Surprise.
Well, that's crazy.
That's an onside kick.
Yep. Yeah, you got to. Nobody was ready on that. Yeah, now we.
It didn't.
Yeah, that's going to be 10-yard penalty. Yeah, I don't know why they would do that. Let's kick them. I mean, kick it deep.
Right. I mean, yeah.
It's only 5 yards.
Yeah, at the 35-yard line is where Connorsville will kick off.
Yeah, for me, I would definitely want to see them.
Number 1 is deep. That's Jordan Smith.
Keep it away from him, but kick it deep. I mean, we have seen Du Bois boot it out there. I'd kick it over to 31 and kick it as far as you
Take
can.
your chances. Huh?
Yeah. Get away from number 1.
Yeah, he's a speedster.
Yeah, he's kicking it to him.
And he brings the ball upfield, and he's tripped up at the 31-yard line. That's where Rushville will start this drive.
Again, that's nice field position for Rushville based on what we've seen them do before. But right now, the defense of the Spartans playing very tough. They're winning at the line. Got to keep it going.
Spotted at the 33-yard line.
That's number 33. I thought it was number 31 back there earlier, but
Rushville ball. Spartan defenders dig in here if they can make a 3 and out.
Now they're going to, haven't seen them run out of the shotgun until now.
Here's a handoff.
Thought he fell down.
Slips a little bit. Oh, nice tackle by the Spartans as they moved in on Craig and brought him down.
Yeah, Craig arguing the fact that he didn't go down. I thought he may have went down right when he got the ball.
I think he went down, but he tried to convince.
We'll find out right here. It looked like he went down right there. No, maybe not.
Didn't he go down?
Yeah, but he went down right here. I mean, there's no doubt there.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt right there. So
ball at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, losing 4 right there. Again, that was the first time I had seen him run out of the shotgun. So, we may have an air show. I don't think he's going under center anymore.
The 2nd and 13 for the Lions.
Yeah, he's
sending
3 out.
30-yard line. Shotgun. Kingman rolls out for a pass, being chased. Spartans one-on-one, and you bring him to the sideline, and he is picking up big yardage before he's finally down in Connorsville territory for 39.
Well, he's lost a lot of yards back there, Fran, and, this time he saw an opening and decided to take care of it himself, and, why not? He's got the wheels, and he did it, and, again, fundamental football, putting it in his right hand towards the sidelines, and, he's tough. He wanted to go in there and take a hit instead of going down and getting out of bounds. Keeping that clock going, though.
Big gain by the Rushville quarterback.
Again, they have to score, so we're, two possession is what we're up. So, we have that cushion, but we can't play with it. We got to stay in firm.
There's a man getting free. That's Craig, and he finally caught from behind at the 20 and dropped.
Yeah, how many times has that happened tonight with Craig, where he's caught from behind and he's not doing it. He's limping.
Right.
May have turned his ankle on that as he's coming out.
Yeah, he's coming out of the game.
Yeah, let's see what happened here on his. Looks like his left foot there. Yeah, looked like he twisted it a little bit. He's shaking the trainer off. He's just. Oh no, he's going to set back down there.
Lions putting the ball in play, 1st and 10. They're in Connersville territory. Pickup of 4 or 5 by the ball carrier.
That's again nice. I mean, could have been a little bit more right there from the Spartans. Again, not sure why number 36 was just, didn't commit right there. 30, I think it was.
2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, we got a 2nd and 6 right here. Again, we are up 9, so that's, that right there, it makes you feel real good. But we have to stop him.
Kingman rolls back, looks for a receiver, again being chased.
And
he's going to be caught and shoved out of bounds at around the 15 or 16.
Yeah, he's helped up from number 58. That's nice team, or nice sportsmanship there for the Spartan. Anthony McClain, he's a 5'11" sophomore. Again, that one-on-one right there, as you see, again, just holding on for dear life, McClain right there. And, again, when you're that big of a guy and you're going after the quarterback, a lot of times the quarterback has the speed advantage, but McClain, he wasn't going to stop.
I like the Spartans' way they chase the quarterback. I mean, they're on him right now.
Yeah, they are.
His line doesn't protect him very well.
No, not at all. And, he's now starting to do things himself.
Yes, here's a shotgun. He hands off.
Oh, that's nice
this
defense.
Time, pick up inside the 10-yard line is the ball carrier before it's finally down.
Yeah, looks like he got the first down.
I think so. They're signaling the 1st and 10.
Yeah, did not,
First
again,
and goal.
I liked the initial right there. Thought we were going to stop him right here, but again, look at that. A lot of white jerseys right there, and he's still, look at him, he was 3 or 4 yards from that, and we just not tackling him right there. Again, that was in theory nice, but, you can't let go of him.
Timeout taken by Connersville. I'm going to talk over the defense here.
Again, that right there, he was stopped. He was clearly stopped. Gained about, got enough for the first down and then some after the initial contact. Again, got to settle down here. Again, it may come a point where, Rushville obviously is probably going to go for a 2-point conversion here. It's not really necessary. I mean, if they do go for a 2-point conversion, they're still down 3. So if they go for 2, they're down 1.
Yes.
So it's trying to figure out what to do right here, but we have to stop them. They haven't turned the ball over, so they're due. They're due.
That's
for
right.
a turnover.
They played almost error-free ball tonight here, Ron.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they've had some crazy penalties, but they've always maintained it. But now the momentum's clearly on Connersville. They're trying to drag it back.
Seems like they haven't let their penalties hurt them as much as the Spartans have them.
No, they haven't.
Yes.
No, they haven't.
Yes.
But again, we have the lead, so
yes, that's important. I mean,
yeah. So we've overcome. They've taken advantage.
Possession 9/10 of the law. Or
that,
like that.
You're absolutely right about that. But again,
but we don't have possession right now.
No, we don't. We need a possession.
Here's Craig, but
he's in. That's unbelievable.
I thought he was stopped 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And he twists and gets away from the defender and scores.
Now again, not bad. I mean, again, trying to go at the waist right here. Again, you can't grab him at the shoulders. Get down, get low to stop him. And that's, horrible tackling right there is what got Craig in the end zone. These 2 blocked field goals may come back to haunt us.
Yes, I was just thinking that. Those 2 points that we missed after the touchdowns.
Because we would be up, we'd have 38.
Point after is good, and that's the 34th point for the Rushville Lions, and they're down by 2 points.
Now we need a sustained drive. We still have the lead. We have to remember that. We still have the lead. We need a sustained drive. We need to get first downs.
Just under 5 minutes left to play.
Yeah. We need to keep the ball moving. We need to hold the ball.
Right.
Eat clock.
You can eat the clock now.
Oh, yeah. Eat the clock.
it's
Force them.
Yes.
Force them to call timeout.
It's going to take some excellent play. Let's see what the Spartans can do when they get the ball.
Yeah, I would probably, do a lot of, well, we've only had that one pass play, and that was that halfback option.
Rushville will be kicking off.
No turnovers. Don't want to jinx us because
Andrew Miller kicks off for the Lions. He wears number 2. Spartans have man deep, and he will be letting the ball.
Yep. I thought for a second there that he was going to grab it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to bring it out
me.
to the. It went out of bounds, and they're going to.
Bring it up to 35. Yeah.
Well, that's good field position for the Spartans.
Oh, we like that. But there for a second, I thought the ball may have stopped before.
I thought so too. I thought
one.
it was.
Yeah.
I think it went out of bounds.
Yeah, it did.
Finally.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But it looked like there for a second, maybe.
I thought that's going to stop at the 2-yard line.
You're right. We can't have that. But 35 is much better than the 2. Again, power football. Hold on to the football.
Mm-hmm.
No turnovers. No stupid penalties. Can't have it.
Okay, here we go. The Spartans send a man wide to the near side. Kelly under center. Here's the handoff into the line. On the right side goes the Spartan ball carrier. They move the sticks of a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Use every second of that 40-second clock. Every second. There's no reason to call it. I mean, again, got to force Rushville to call a timeout. Yeah, Rushville has all their timeouts, Fran. I mean, that makes a big difference.
Oh, absolutely.
As Kelly's he's just eating it right now.
Here's a handoff by Kelly.
Good job, first
to
down.
the middle, nice gain up to the 50-yard line.
And he was stopped a few times there, but he kept chugging along. And
Du Bois carries the ball to the
following his blockers.
Stripe.
Following his blockers. You got 44 right there blocking him.
First and 10, Connorsville.
It's good blocking whenever I thought he was stopped, but that was actually a Flowers right there that I thought was stopped. He was actually blocking.
4 minutes show on the clock. Coming to the near side for the Spartans is Jared Sinicker, number 7.
Take it down there, taking it to 10
Everybody else
seconds.
tight. Here's the handoff to Du Bois. Slip at the 50-yard line. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I mean, right now, take it to right now. If the next play would take us under right around 3 minutes. If we don't take it at 10 seconds, let them use every second. Snap the ball at 2 seconds. That's what we need to do. Keep this clock.
2nd and 10 for the Spartans at the 50-yard line.
I mean, keep going. I mean, we have 17 seconds to go on that 40-second clock.
Spartans protecting a 2-point lead.
No, too early.
Plunge up through the middle to the 48-yard line.
Of course, it takes about 30 seconds to tackle that guy.
A timeout by Rushville is being called.
Yeah, look at him hold on to the ball right there as Rushville is forced to take a timeout. They got 2 more to go.
It's 3rd down and 8 for Connorsville.
We sprinted to our huddle. Rushville, they're looking defeated.
Yeah, I noticed early in this period, Ron, I thought these kids look like they're just worn out.
Yeah,
so.
They look like they're worn out. Now we know what Richmond felt like as we wore them down.
Whether or not they are worn out, it remains
a
to be
different story.
seen.
Yeah.
Maybe they're actors. I don't know.
Yeah, they could be. But again, you call a timeout on 3rd down. It's 3rd and long. Definitely have to get the first down. Keep the ball out of Rushville's hands.
Right. Yeah, keep it away from Rushville is what the Spartans need to do.
Yeah, we get the first down. That's maybe technically a ball game.
Yes. A field goal would win this ball game for the Lions.
Yep, sure would.
Unless the Spartans can add to their 36 now.
Have to score right here, or have to get the first down right here.
Yes. Timeout's over. 3rd and long for Connersville, almost out of midfield.
We really haven't seen too many receivers out. Looks like we just have the one. This is going to go down the middle.
And wide to
called him off. Yeah, there we go.
Spartans call him made him jump off, so that's 5 yards.
That was outstanding. That's right there at Kelly. His calling right there forced him offside, and that helps us out a lot. 3rd and long goes to 3rd and short.
That's right.
Yeah,
3rd and
4.
3, they're calling it right now.
Are they calling it? Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3rd and.
Maybe that was a break the Spartans needed, Ron.
Yeah, definitely right there. I mean, that right there helped us out a lot.
See if it helps them get that 1st and 10, a little over 3 minutes left.
Yeah, hopefully. I'd like to see them draw them offsides again. Maybe that was what they drew up.
Not this time.
No, he got the first down.
Getting free is
and
Du Bois. He's heading for the sidelines, and he is dragged down at the 10-yard line. Great run by Dalton Du Bois.
I tell you what, that was a fantastic run by Dalton Du Bois. The composure from the Spartans from 3rd and long to draw them off sides again. Right here, nice. The Rushville Lions bid on it. And,
yes.
I mean, and again, Du Bois shook off that defender right here, and got enough for the first down. Turn on the Jets, saw his blockers, and had that little bit of lane. Again, you don't have to totally block him. Just get in the way to distract the defenders to give Du Bois enough time to see his outside lane, and he took it.
Not only does Rushville have some grease, I think Dalton has.
I think he does too. I think yeah, he definitely puts some on after that half.
He slips right through those Rushville defenders.
Oh, he's over 200 yards for sure tonight. There's no doubt. He's close to 300. He's he's over 300 tonight.
Gosh.
I'm
100
yards behind.
By Kelly, and I don't believe much of a gain or anything. There's a loose football.
No, it was already down.
And I think the Rushville players got a little overexcited there for a second.
Yeah, Du Bois right there. Again, his blockers were this hole. But again, he had the ball right here. They blew it dead right there. That's when they blew it dead. And
it'll be at the 10-yard line for the Spartans.
Again, we talked about it, Fran, that you definitely want Rushville to call timeout. Again, this is going to take us under 2 minutes close to 2 minutes.
2nd and 8 for Connersville, deep in Rushville territory. Here comes the play, and it is Du Bois clearing coming into the left side of the Rushville line.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like from that area it's see if there's what it's called. Yeah, there's a hold. I saw it right there. Yeah.
Penalty against the Spartans.
Yeah, can't have that. Because it does two things. It backs us up and it stops the clock.
Yes. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Two things we didn't want, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. And again, that saves a timeout for Rushville. I believe they have one left, or maybe two. I see.
Okay, play about to be resumed. The ball is back at the 19-yard line of Rushville. Spartans in an eye this time. Kelly looks for somebody to hand off to.
Du Bois.
Finally does. Dalton Du Bois goes to his right. And here's another timeout.
So Rushville's down to one right there again.
The Lions will call a timeout to stop the clock at 1 minute. 49 seconds left to play.
Say third and forever.
Calling it a 3rd and
like 12 maybe, 13? 12.
Right, 3rd and 12 for Connersville.
It's four. This is definitely 4 down territory. Yeah, we can get probably to the 1 yard line to score right here. Again, we definitely want to keep the ball. This is 4 down territory. Rushville's down to 1 timeout. Definitely, get it as close to the first down if we're not going to get it here. Eat some clock, force them to call a timeout. They'll probably call a timeout and then go on the 4th down. If we don't get it, then they have no timeouts and they got to score, they would have 90 yards.
Okay,
so again, we're going to keep the ball.
On the field, Rushville still huddled around their coach. Timeout's about over here and play about to be resumed. Now the Lions line up on defense. Spartans have to get the ball to about the 1 or 2, don't they, Ron?
Yeah, we said they can go 1 or 2 yard line.
To pick up the first down. Man in motion.
Ooh, nice hole, and he's in. Oh, that was beautiful. Wow.
That's Donovan, isn't it?
Yeah, that looked like that was Donovan. I mean,
the hole opened up, and Donovan Foreman runs it into the end zone for the Spartans, and that pretty well ices the thing.
Yeah, again, look at that. It's a beautiful hole, no flags, and I mean that right there. That you could try. You talk about opening up a lane. It was like a 4-lane highway on that one. Yeah, that was beautiful.
He runs it in to give the Spartans a 42-34 lead.
Yeah, puts them down 2 right here. We looks like we're going for 2. We do that, we're up 10.
Some of the fans of Rushville have decided to go home. So.
Yep, beat the traffic.
2-point conversion try coming up. The Spartans have been very successful on their on their kick after, so we'll try a run.
Yeah.
So we did.
Give it to Du Bois. He would have scored if he would have kicked it. So, up 10 right now. Again.
44-34 is the score.
Very, very good for the Spartans right here to come back the way that they did.
Impressed with their second half of play.
I'm very impressed with the second half of the Spartans. And again, looking at the Rushville Lions, they were wore down.
I think I noticed that, yes. As the fourth quarter was getting underway, they weren't, the youngsters, they weren't running much out there. They were sort of walking with their head down.
Yeah. And we have a lot of guys who play 2 ways. I mean, my goodness, Du Bois plays 3. I mean, he plays on special teams. I mean, we got a lot of kids who play on special teams, offense and defense. So, we get word out too. Conditioning the key for that. And, obviously our conditioning much better than Rushville. Again, once we got the lead, we saw why Rushville was winless on the season. Before that, we wondered why they lost the game.
Absolutely. It was hard to believe that this team hadn't won a ball game.
Yeah, but the Spartans, they have persevered. One thing that I've seen this game that we haven't seen all season long here on TV3 is their composure. Fran, is their composure. The way that they've overcome their mistakes. And have really, hankered down. And there's a fumble.
Short kick, and the ball carrier had it, dropped it, then had it, and then was tripped up. And Rushville deep in their own territory at their own 30-yard line.
Crazy things have happened.
I know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
A 10-point line. I'm not sure if that's safe or not. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
I was just about to say the War on 44 trophy going to get a new home, and I thought I shouldn't say that right now.
Yeah, because we've jinxed teams before, Fran. We've had that power.
Absolutely, we've done that before. I think we did that 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah, when we were polishing up the trophy.
Yeah, they lost that 41-40 in a heartbreaker.
Yeah, we were up 40-19 if I remember right.
There's a play that is coming to the near side, and the ball carrier run out of bounds. Then he slips and falls.
I tell you what, we have, our statistician up here he's got to get the calculator out for Du Bois tonight as that guy is over 300 yards. That's the first time we've seen a 300-yard gain in a long time.
Ball at the 37-yard line of Rushville.
Connors was one of those teams that, again, it's a work in progress. We've seen improvement. Should have had that game last week, Fran, against Greensburg. Should have won that game.
Yes.
But to come back here in Rushville as hungry as maybe the most hungry team we've played all season long. There's holding right there. I was going to say there's holding 72. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know why.
Ball carriers run out of bounds. That was the quarterback of Rushville run out of bounds on the far side.
That's coming. I mean, when you're holding the guy's arm, I mean.
Yeah, Big penalty coming up against Rushville.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
saw that.
Clock is stopped at 1:28.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have a. Yeah, here we go with the replay. Watch 72 right here. He's at me. That's not allowed, folks. You're holding on to the guy's arm. You're not allowed to do that. I mean, that was, Yeah.
10-yard walk off. It goes back to the 25-yard line.
Wow. Shots you just said 317
no
yards.
fooling.
That's
that much yardage.
and 3
right,
touchdowns tonight. That the game ball goes to that guy.
You talked about several times how he'll, and the other seniors will be missed next year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy be missed.
I mean, he's going to fill these guys' shoes.
Yeah,
From these younger guys that are getting experience.
yeah, they're getting
Here's
a lot.
the
There's
quarterback
flowers
being
going all
chased
over
in
the place.
backfield. He's finally going to be grabbed and dropped down by 2 Spartans. Good defense by Connersville.
Yeah, he ran 100 yards to lose 10. So we're like 3rd and 30 right here. Again, it's like a boxer who takes. It's like that Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight. It's you gauge your opponent a little bit and then you find his weakness and you start wearing them down. And that's what the Spartans did tonight. They wore Rushville down.
1:14 on the clock. There's a timeout taken by Rushville, their final one.
Yeah, and the Spartans tonight, Fran, again, you can't stress this enough. Patience and composure.
Yes.
Those are 2 things that are key. I tell you, one thing I was impressed with was the time when we were down, and we went on that 4th down play with that halfback option.
Yes,
I love that call from
that
Adam.
was great.
It didn't work, but I like that he did.
Yes.
Shows confidence in his players. Again, as a coach, you want to see improvement from game 1. We beat Richmond, then we had that, that terrible game against Franklin County, and then then we lost to Greensburg. You started seeing a little bit of improvement, but then last week against Shelbyville, this week, we're seeing vast improvements from the Spartans. Line improvement.
Timeout's over, and well, the Spartans were behind so long in this ball game. Once they got the lead, I think the confidence factor went up, and
there was no pressure.
Yes. Playing on a foreign field and everything.
Yep, there we go. That's ball game. And is it? Well, no, it's 3rd down. I'm sorry. So yeah, here we go.
The pass complete.
He caught that?
I
thought he caught that. That's unbelievable. I thought he missed it. Let me see here.
I thought he caught it as he was going down.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
Yeah, that was clear on our.
Okay.
He missed it. Yeah, I was going to say we see it right here. Missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we got the replay. Get the booth. Yeah, he missed it. That ball went. Wow. I thought he missed it when we saw it. So again, that's 4th down. Anytime that they want to dispute a call, they just come and see us. We got the replay
That's
right
right
here.
I mean,
great work in the truck by the guys and the cameramen. They're just doing a fantastic job.
Yes, it is. Now the coach of Rushville questioning the officials about something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what maybe they're talking about moving the time. Yeah. Move the clock up
more
10
seconds on the clock.
10 seconds?
Is that what he wants put on?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing.
That would
move the
be
clock
over
up.
a minute then. It's right now at 59.
Yeah, they got 1
Yeah, they put 5 on it.
Yeah, they thought it was a completion. That's why they kept it going.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, no, it's going to be at 1:14. Wow, it took up 15 seconds on that. Wow. So that gives them a lot of time. Again, 4th and 22. Really 4th and forever. They get the 1st down, and they don't have any timeouts. And, you got to run up 22 yards and get the ball. So.
Here's Kingman throws far,
that's
long, and broken up. Nice
game.
defense by the Spartans.
Yep, that is ball game right there.
That is Alec Atkins who broke up that pass play by Rushville.
Yeah, good. The Spartans, again, that's victory right there for the Spartans as the trophy for the first time in 5 years comes back to CHS.
That's right.
That's something that these boys should be proud of as Rushville has been a thorn in our side the past 5 years. And
Spartans up by 10.
As you see the faithful over there, they're enjoying every second of this. Glad to to have a victory here. Again, we haven't had a victory at home yet this season, Fran. We've had
That's
three.
right.
We're undefeated on the road.
That's right.
Yeah, we are undefeated on the road. As you see, some
Ball resting at the 20 of Rushville.
of the faithful in there celebrating. Like that. As we take a knee and can't stop the clock, so just going to take a knee. Yeah, we'll get this next one will be it. Yeah, this next one will be it, and then the ball game will be over. And again, Spartans. Again, what can you say about this team, Fran?
Well, the way they came back, I
Yeah.
was a little concerned in the first half there, Ron, the way their defense was a little bit porous, and
Yeah, the defense was
but
not.
it tightened up. They
Oh.
made at halftime.
They made the right adjustments.
That's right.
But it was scary coming out of that second quarter, Fran, or the second half. We fumbled the ball.
Oh,
And then they came and scored right away, and I thought, oh, here we go again. Now we're down 10. But again, you talked about tightening up. We tightened it up. And,
Yes.
the Spartans feel good. First time in 5 years we got the trophy. That game ball goes to Du Bois. He has 317 yards.
yeah, he should carry the trophy home.
Yeah, he should get the trophy. I mean, that guy. But again, you got to give the credit to the line because they opened him up some huge lanes.
Oh, absolutely. It's a team victory.
Yeah, definitely a team victory. But, what a victory it was for the Spartans.
Yeah.
And
Victory.
now we need a victory at home.
Victory number 3 for Connorsville. They go up 3-2, and for the Rushville Lions, number 5 in the loss column. And the Lions lose again.
Yeah, heartbreaking for them. Heartbreaking because they played.
I'm sure it was, they had that first half had to be the best half of the year, I think.
I would have to say agree
Yes.
with you on that, Fran,
Yes.
only because they played perfect. I mean, there's no other word to describe how they played that first half.
Right.
Offensively, they were they were doing everything at will.
Yes.
I mean, there was no stopping them. Again, fantastic
Yeah,
effort for the
wide runs. I mean,
Yep.
they were just really penetrating the Spartans defense.
Yeah, and they looked like they were the hungrier team. It looked like we were
Yes.
not. But again, two things mentioned before: patience, composure.
Yes.
That's what we showed. These boys are improving. Can't wait to see them next week.
Well, I think it'll be an interesting game with Indy Broad Ripple next week at Spartan Stadium, and we hope all the fans will turn out, fill the stands, and urge the Spartans on to victory number 4.
Yeah, like to see that. Like to see that.
Final score here tonight, 44-34, an impressive 10-point win for the Spartans after they were down 20-17 at the end of the first half. In this third quarter, in the scoring, Spartans fumbled early in the quarter with 9:47 remaining, and Rushville scored from the Spartans' 10-yard line after the fumble. The extra point try was good to make it 27-17. Dalton Du Bois scored with 5:56 left to play for the Spartans to put them up 27-23. The extra point kick was missed this time, and no, it was made, and the score was 27-24, still in favor of the Rushville Lions. Dalton Du Bois had a 69-yard run in the opening minutes of the final period to put the Spartans up 30-27. They went ahead for the first time in this ball game. The extra point try was blocked. Score remained at 30-27 as we went into the fourth period. And Foreman this time, Donovan scored to make it 36-27 with 7:36 to be played in the ball game, and the kick was blocked again. 2 straight extra point tries were kicked, and the CHS was up 36-33 as Rushville scored with 4:56 left to play. Their extra point try was good to make it 36-34, and then Foreman with a minute and 45 left in the ball game ran it in to make the score 42-34, and that was the final as the Spartans win, as we said, number 3, and Rushville loses number 5. Ron, thanks for your help tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I had a blast. Good to see the Spartans win.
Final score 44-34. For Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schomel thanking you as always for watching Spartan Sports here on TV3. Good night, everybody.